So technically, we should be live on Twitch for anybody that is watching. I'm going to open it up on my phone whenever it lets me know. It gives me like a notification when we go live so I can check like my dashboard on Twitch and everything.
There we go.
Yeah, well, I think we should be...
Had it opened.
Okay, I think we should be good to go now. So howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to Adjective, Noun Gaming. We got a brand new series for your asses out there called Forsaken Fridays. I'm joined once again.
Aggressive.
No, me and Ben just recorded.
Who's here, fuckers? Yeah.
Me and Ben just recorded Sunset and Stardew, and at one point, I don't know what I was talking about, but I just started yelling. I was like, I looked at the TV. Yeah, I looked at the TV, and the TV was trying to tell me how to run my farm, and I was like, "Don't you ever fucking tell me how to live my life again." and
listen here, bitch.
Yeah, listen here. And then I got mad because I was like chopping down the grass on the farm. So I told Ben, I was like, "I think these kids have been coming and smoking our farm grass."
Yeah, they think it's weed or something.
They think it's weed or something. It's just grass. I keep telling them, but they think they look really
it's
cool.
Literal grass, I swear.
Literal grass. So don't come onto our farm and smoke our grass. But anyway, so welcome everybody. This is Destiny 2. Me and Alex both decided that it's been long enough since we played Destiny 2, so we've decided to hop in together and see what's going on. So I think Alex is in my game here. So I think I'm going to the Traveler destination. It looks like there's some Forsaken thing that I need to do there, so that's where I'm going to blast us off to here.
Yep, sounds good.
I'm going to take us to the Annex Landing Zone.
Oh god, this game.
Yeah,
it's been so long.
So yeah, we talked a little bit about our history with Destiny on Far Cry Friday, but just in case you weren't there for that, I played the first Destiny a significant amount with some of my friends, and this is when I lived in Carrollton and had 1 megabit per second download speed internet. And so, needless to say, the best internet you can possibly get. And so our Destiny experience wasn't great, mostly because when Destiny first came out, the idea of a game as a service wasn't really a thing for consoles yet. And and what I'm trying to say, like a game as a service, like an ongoing thing where it's like you don't get all the content when you pay for this $60 game. You have to wait for it to come out. And so being the naive young guy that I was like, fuck this game. We've played all of it in like a week, and I paid $60 for it, so I'm done. So anyway, I ended up getting Destiny 1 again with all the DLC, and I enjoyed it immensely. What was the name of the 2 DLCs for the first Destiny?
We had Taken King was the first big one.
That's right, and that was the one I played for sure. That was good.
Rise of Iron was the last one.
But then,
like before Taken King, there was even like House of Wolves, something else. There was like 2 baby ones in between the big ones, so it ended up being like 7 or 8 things came out with the game when it was all said and done.
I really enjoyed coming back to Destiny after all the content was out, but I was foolish enough around the time that Destiny 2 was coming out to replay through all of Destiny 1. So by the time I bought Destiny 2, I was in kind of the same situation where I was like, man, like I've played a lot of Destiny. I don't know how much more of this I actually want to play right now.
Right.
And so I put down Destiny 2 for a while, and then I came back around the time Forsaken was coming out. So that's what we're calling this today. We're calling it Forsaken Fridays.
I like it.
It's, we got a lot of Fridays on this channel. We got Far Cry Fridays, we got Fallout Fridays.
Welcome to Gambit, kid.
Eventually we're just going to have... Alright, welcome to Fridays. We're streaming live on a Friday and a Friday.
Oh man, what if we took it live to TGI Fridays? They would kick us out.
Just ate a bunch of fries or something like, we're eating fries and Fridays on Fridays.
There we are, and they'll be like, sir, you're drunk, go home.
I am sober, but thank you very much. Was this like a spring festival going on right now?
I don't know. So there's a lot of shit going on right now. Cool. I'm talking to some guy that's trying to get me to take something, and it says this emblem.
Yeah, it's the Gambit dude.
Gambit guy, so I can't take that right now from him.
Did you ever play... Oh, if you open up your character, you just have too many of the emblems already.
Oh, okay. So where are those?
So if you hit options.
Okay.
And then go down.
Okay.
There, your emblems on
Oh,
there.
I
if
see
you go
'em,
down
okay.
from there. Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of which one I should get rid of here.
I think you can store them.
I'll store them.
So if
That's
you just
right.
hit store, they just go into like the vault. So
Okay.
after a while, I end up dumping a bunch of them.
All right.
Holy
I think
shit!
That's what I'll do
So
here too.
I have the one. So I'm a Void Titan.
Yeah.
The one with the badass Captain America shield.
Nice.
And I have the emblem that tracks how many kills I have as a Sentinel. Like
Yeah.
this. I forgot how much I played this when it first came out. So I have 20,696 kills with this subclass.
Oh
But
my
that's
God.
probably. I think that's all I have. Like,
Yeah.
there's really not much elsewhere.
Hurry back.
Yeah, man, I fucking love. Man, this game. I played the shit out of it.
It's Destiny 2 is like we said on our Far Cry Day stream last week. Like regardless of your feelings about like the model of the Destiny game itself, like the shooting has always felt good.
Yep.
And there's just no getting past that. Are you in my game? Because I have no way of like knowing if you're here.
Yeah. If you look around on the map, I don't see you either.
I literally like forget. Okay. You
My
gotta
name
push
will
and
be
hold.
green.
Okay, I see you there. You're like a green dot running around, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
So
where's
what do I
this
have?
Forsaken thing? So we just gotta speak to these. There's like that lady over there by you, Ava. Do you have that on your map?
Yeah, I actually was just walking up to her.
Okay.
I'm wondering because I have this mission too, whatever it is. I think it's a whatever the spring festival shit is. I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But all this crap, I don't even know.
Yeah, no, Destiny's a hell of a game to not play for months and then try to come back to, because it's just...
It really is. And, like, I remember being frustrated because, not that I want it to be, like, hand-holdy, but, like, they really don't fucking tell you what you're supposed to,
Yeah, they don't at all.
what to do.
Yeah.
Because you could very well just play this game, but, like, you'll literally get nowhere. It's like, you
yeah.
have to talk to this person and get this item, and that item means that you're supposed to go to this planet and, like, find this thing. And it's like, they don't fucking tell you any of that.
Oh, totally, yeah.
So I have no idea what this... I didn't even accept what she had.
However dark the night may grow, we are still here.
But I think Destiny 2 is what the first Destiny should have been at launch, which was a game with a ton of stuff to do to tide you over until the next big expansion comes out. And I don't think that Bungie really knew what they were getting into, having only made like the Halo games primarily before.
Yeah.
And so I'm very excited at the prospect of a new Halo game, but I also wonder what a Halo game looks like in like 2020 or 2021.
Yeah, I think they did, like, Bungie did run into that, like, fans of Halo weren't fans of MMOs yet.
Yeah.
So they didn't, like, my one good friend Billy, he's a huge Halo fan, and he just used to complain about, like, how grindy this game is. It's like, you don't understand. That's what an MMO is. You do the same thing. It's got to have a good, fun play, like, gameplay loop that makes you want to keep doing it over, and then your guy just slowly gets better. Like, that's what they're supposed to be. And there's just a lot of people that had that outlook on the game. Like, I don't understand. They said it's an MMO, but, like, I don't like how this game has MMO things in it. It's like, well, it's just not your game then, apparently, and that's fine. But it is a good like bridge between the two, though.
I've never been big
from what I remember.
I've never been big on World of Warcraft. I've tried playing the free trial somewhat recently, like about a couple weeks ago. I dove back in.
I remember you saying that.
And I was like fucking around with it, and I was like, I just don't think that this is my game. And that's fine.
Yeah.
And I think I was also not in the right frame of mind to play the first Destiny the first time because of that mindset too.
Right.
So I think at some point
original
in my life,
Destiny was real weird too.
Yeah.
That didn't help anything out.
It was a strange game. Like, it was just very bare bones when it first launched, and I know that I definitely wasn't the only person who traded it in prematurely.
Yeah, like I said, I bought that damn game 3 times. I bought the original one for 60, and then Taken King came out, and they're like, ooh, you can get the game and all this stuff for 60 again. And I was like, well, let's do that. And then Rise of Iron came out, and I had my PS4 by then. So I was like, well, I want to play on PlayStation now, so I'll buy that for PlayStation. $60 again.
Alright, so I'm trying to like just knock out all my things I have here to interact with, and then we can actually get into a mission here.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, that first thing is definitely like the temporary, use the tonic to apply good moods. want me to do?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I talked to that woman and I took something from her and it said something about a good mood.
Me too.
And now I'm immediately in a bad mood because I don't understand what
Yeah.
they're talking about. So
I'm assuming it's like we do something to that item and then eventually it leads to something where we have to go and go
Yeah.
play something. But honestly, those things are the seasonal stuff's exhausting.
yeah, it is.
It's always unless you do it all in
Yeah.
that time frame, like it's never none of it was worth it. So
it's a lot to keep track of, and every time I put this game down for a couple months, I always think like, man, when I go back to it, I'm going to be so confused. And here we are, and here I am.
Yep.
So.
I am definitely confused. Yeah.
Yep. It'll feel, now, here's the one thing I will say is that if you've never seen Destiny before and you're just seeing this part of the game, please keep watching because
Oh yeah.
it gets better once you start the shooty kill part of the game, which
Yeah.
is the best
The
part
pew
of the
pew
game.
part is very
Yeah,
good.
The pew pew part.
I
Yep.
was born outside. Everybody's got
Well, I
their
just got a
head in the
fucking
clouds.
quest step.
Well, yeah, Journal of the Reef Cryptarch. So we're gonna be smoking some
It's easy to
weed.
forget about the lives of regular people. even for-
Oh yeah.
Reefer Cryptarch, here we
Yeah,
hell
I see
yeah.
you. I see you, Destiny. Reef Cryptarch. I see you.
Oh, okay, you can't get that past me.
Yeah.
And that we just gotta find pages of a book. So fuck that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna use it as rolling papers. Am I right, my guy? Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right, so
I know
all right.
no way that well holds
I
up.
think I don't have any more blinking objectives on this planet, so let me look at Mercury because I've got a yellow blinky thing by that, and I've got
That might be.
a strike
um,
there.
I think Mercury might have been. Yeah, that was. I forget what. I have a Cyrus. That was called. That's from the expansion before. Forsaken
Okay.
King. Not Forsaken King. I'm taking King, Forsaken,
The Forsaken King. There we are. Okay, Forsaken campaign on the trail. So yeah, so we got to go to what's the name of this place here? Tangled Shore.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's where we got to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and blast us off to this landing zone, the Thieves Landing, and we'll go take
Hell
on
yeah.
this mission here.
I'm down.
As you see, Alex's level much higher than mine.
I've been meaning to look at people standing here.
And see how high they are. Yeah, I can only
Okay.
imagine.
I looked at somebody that was like 640 something.
Yeah.
So I don't know if, I don't even remember what the cap was when I got, because I know my 528 was not super impressive. I was probably 30 to 40 levels away
Yeah.
from like actually being good. But what exotics you got on this guy?
Oh, bro, you might as well just be talking foreign language to me. So
I do remember
okay.
I got the sleeper stimulant. That was
So
the one from
exotics
Destiny 1.
are exotics the yellow ones?
Yep.
Okay. The only exotic that I have is a 100 level defense helmet, the Eye of Another World.
Oh shit.
Oh, and I've also got
If you-
exotic chest armor, but both of those exotics that I have are under leveled. Because my current one that I'm
Oh,
wearing is
that
327.
Sacred Dawn one?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a
I like that
badass
one.
looking one too, but I don't want to be under leveled, so I'm not going to equip it.
If you go to details on that, I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember how this works. You can like infuse things.
Okay.
So you could potentially put your blue into that,
Yeah.
and then
it
whatever
looks
the number on the
like it.
blue is.
So it looks like I'm
forget how you
lacking.
do it,
Yeah.
though.
So I have
Right there.
I have the legendary shards to do it, but I don't have
Hmm.
enough enhancement cores or microphasic data lattice. Oh my God! Shut
Oh,
up,
fuck.
Destiny.
Okay. So I remember what those are. So the enhancement thing, that is like when you break down a purple
Yeah.
item, like you dismantle it. Those are like the parts you get out of those. So you have to break down a purple, and then God, I have a bow. I forgot
Yeah,
about the
bro,
bows.
this fucking bow whips ass.
Yes. Fucking 6,000. And then the data lettuce, whatever the fuck it was called.
The data lettuce.
Yeah. I think that's what I used to watch the McElroys play on Polygon when this first
Oh,
came out.
okay.
Like them doing the first raid. And that's what they called it, was the data lettuce.
That's amazing.
Um,
It's data lattice
I think
or
those are
data
like-
lattice. Yeah.
Something weird like that. I think that's like each area has like a resource you find. So like the Tangled Shore has something here, I forget what it's called. I think the data lettuce one might be. I think it's. I
I'm
forget what
not a
the plan was
fan.
called.
I am not a fan of this other gun that I have. It's like a one charge, one shot kind of gun.
Oh, okay, that might be the like a fusion rifle.
Something
Yeah.
like that, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take a minute here.
Man, it's been so long.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my sea legs back, and it's man.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot I was using the Forsaken subclass, the hammers.
All right, so it is a fusion rifle. It's
switch
level
that.
326, so there is a reason why I have it equipped. So I'm gonna equip
Okay.
this. I'm gonna equip this auto rifle instead, because I'm much more comfortable with that.
Yeah. 29. Yeah, I have an exotic in mind that's like 340. I remember wanting to get the materials to make better, but yeah, man, this game, it's
a vicious.
I think
loop.
we'll feel better once we just get into the missions.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, okay, let the game take over. Yeah.
It's like
'Cause-
it just surprises me every time when I take a couple months break and come back how overwhelmed I am.
Yeah. It's and like this is one of those games too that has the problem where the hardcore people
Yeah,
literally play it for 15 hours a day for 3 months,
yeah,
and they've put like 400 hours into the game, and they're like, "There just isn't any content for this game. There's just
Yeah.
there's just not enough to do." I'm like, "Well, you fucking played it for 500 hours already. Like,
yeah,
if I'm playing it a couple hours a night, like I'm not even coming close to doing everything. So like, I'm almost wanting them to slow down, and these people 2 months in are like, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. More stuff, please."
yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah, if I had stuck with it all this time, I might have different feelings on it. But I think that they definitely need to have some better like onboarding resources for people that are just coming back to it.
Oh yeah. Which is
also-
weird. Like, I don't know how
yeah.
far into the life cycle they are. Like, there should be. Like, Forsaken was like the Taken King of Destiny 2, so there should be the Rise of Iron type expansion coming out.
Yeah,
I think if anything's going to get me back in, it's at a time like that, where it's because that's when they usually overhaul the whole game. Like that's their good jump. Like we're in between stuff, so it's going to be a weird
Oh
time.
boy, there's a big fella.
So you should be able to see on the map where the mission is. We got my first loot, some shitty blue gun.
Yeah, I don't think we've marked the mission yet. I think we've just been running around, fucking around.
Yeah. They do still have like patrols and stuff. I remember. I like this area here a lot. Like this one was a kind of a fun one just to fuck around with.
Yeah.
These new enemies, I forget what they're called. Ooh, the yellows over here.
Oh, the deranged abomination. That's fucking
Ooh.
rad looking. Look at that thing.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. That's sweet loot.
So this gun that I have, do you remember this from Destiny 1 at all? I don't know how far. You said you eventually got back to it, so you
I
might have
did,
seen
yeah.
it. Oh, I'm following the wrong fucking person. Where are you at? This sniper, it's a fusion rifle technically, but it's basically a sniper that's that sleeper stimulant. It was like the
Okay.
god gun of the first game that was like impossible to get. That
Yeah.
they have put a quest line in. I did play long enough to do this. Man, it took like 30 hours of doing bullshit to get
I'm
this
sure,
gun.
yeah. Alright, I'm heading towards the objective now.
Okay, yeah, it should be whatever the blue symbol. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like I remember there being some slight tutorials when I like cracked open this game and played it for the very first time. But I feel like there should be an option, like a toggle or something, to be able to like turn tutorials back on or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there might be, for all I know.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't looked that extensively through the menus, but I just think in general
don't
there
know.
should be like, instead of bombarding me with like screens trying to sell me shit, you should have screens telling me like, oh hey, like we see you haven't played in a while, so here's everything that's happened, and here's kind of what you need to be doing right now to get prepared for the next thing.
Right. I can't remember if it was this
prison of elders continues to
or
like a sieve.
I think it was Rise of Iron added sort of like a lore book thing
Yeah.
that would kind of it kind of did that. So at least like story wise you could fucking keep things straight. But
Yeah.
oh god, bounties! I fucking forgot about bounties.
So yeah, defeat enemies on the Tangled Shore. You might as well like acquire all these pretty much. Or you can only hold one at a time, I guess.
The top ones, the top ones are weird. They're like, how we just killed that yellow enemy. There might be like a special yellow scattered around all over the place.
Yeah.
And each one of those wanted bounties correlates to one of those guys. Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, this is what I used to do. Is I used to come in, and it says for whatever reason you can only equip one bounty at a time, but then it like let me get all of them. So
Huh.
I would just
Yeah,
go
so
through.
let me grab all of them too.
So here's okay. So I need that data lattice or whatever. So it says I can acquire some of those with my legendary shards.
Yeah, I think it like exponentially goes up for that. So like right now, I can see on your screen. Like, it'll let you do it for 1 shard, but I think then it's like 3, then it's 5, then it's 10 to like buy additional stacks or something.
Very good.
So I'm buying them. It looks like it's just 1 right now. Yeah, right now it's staying at 1 for 5 of them. So I'm gonna check my guy again and see how many of those that I need, because I might as well stock up on them while they're cheap. I guess.
I'm thinking of something else. There's like a specific one of those that does that. I think it's the enhancement cores, I want to say.
Okay.
Actually, I don't care about my shards. Yeah. So that one, it's 10 for the first one, and then now if I want another one, it's 20.
Okay.
But I think even that, like every day or every week, or like Tuesday was reset day. I think they like get you back to where you could go back down to 10.
I just need to buy 1 enhancement core. Does this guy have any of those?
Yeah, I just bought one.
Okay. Yep. All I need is 1, and then I can make that outfit I can combine those outfits.
Oh hell yeah.
So
I love that one where you like fucking float or whatever.
Yes, oh my god, it's the most like that's what got me interested in playing Forsaken, was getting this like costume.
My Warlock has that one too. I thought about playing my Warlock because he's like 325.
Yeah.
And hasn't done anything in this whole expansion, but I was like, well, you're a Warlock, so and I really don't think it matters your letter. Yeah. Your level. There you go.
So how do I? Okay, so I'm in here. It says infuse. But I'm like,
so now you just hold X, I think.
It's not doing anything. It just keeps coming up as red.
Oh, it's equipped. You have to.
Unequip
if you switch them, yeah. Or if you go back to
just
your
switch to the
yellow page.
The yellow. So switch to the yellow thing, and then I can do the.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It won't let you break it down if you're wearing it, I guess.
Okay. Dismantle for infusion. Okay.
Yep.
There we go. So yeah, so now there we go. I got the outfit that I wanted. It's up to 327, baby.
Let's go.
Let's
so my exotics, these purple spiky arms I got on.
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
So Christa's in the chat. She said, "Hey fools."
Hey, what's up?
Hey, motherfucker.
Hey, go. What's up, fuckers?
What's up, fuckers? Yeah, if you missed it at the top of the stream, I'm feeling real punchy tonight, so.
I don't remember what you said to like Spark that you're just.
Yeah, I'm on
aggressive
one tonight,
about something.
So yeah,
I don't even know.
Be prepared tonight, folks, because I'm on one. And I got my
kill
cool
these
outfit
porcupine
back.
bros. Hell yeah.
Now I just got to get the cool helmet back.
I wonder what exotics my Warlock even has on him. I used to have the app downloaded on my phone.
Yeah.
And it was actually super nice if you had more than one characters, because you could like operate your vault from your phone.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So you could like drag and drop guns and stuff from your vault to one character, or like just pull it from one character and drop it in another one. It was real nice.
Oh, that's interesting. All right, so what's our thing we're heading towards now? So we talked to the guy, we did the thing.
Yeah, I think unfortunately it won't be on my map because I have technically done it all, but it'll let me like go with you to do it.
So there's a public event on here, so it looks like there's nothing left to do on this planet now. Looks
if you hold down L2 while you're on the map there.
Okay,
you see up in the top left those symbols? Oh,
yeah,
here you go.
Prove the spider can trust you by acquiring and completing 5 of his bounties, then claiming the rewards from your inventory.
Okay. So those little ones we just got, hopefully we have the same ones. I think those are the same.
Okay,
so if you go...
There's a spider bounty right there, spider safe house.
Those are, that just marks the like where he is on the map.
Oh, gotcha.
Not necessarily where the
Okay.
So if you go to where your like character info is and go over to inventory, this is a fucking thing. This game's so damn complicated about this stuff. And then in the inventory, the pursuits there.
Oh, okay.
Those like beige green ones. Like I have 50 enemies defeated in the Tangled Shore. That's one.
And
Fallen
defeated
enemies
Fallen.
defeated.
Okay.
Cabal defeated. Resources gathered. So the etheric spirals for the resource gathered, those are like the data lettuce of this place.
So we're in Thieves Landing right now, technically. So we could try for that one bounty now.
Oh yeah, what was that one? Let's see. I just remembered strikes exist too. Those are always fun. Man, one of them's do 3 patrols. That sucks. Which one is it? That's in the Tangle or the Thief something? So yeah, killing these fallen should do something for us at least.
Yeah.
I will say, a lot of the gameplay stuff I thought was better in this game, but the strikes in Destiny 1 were so much better, I thought.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
They were really fucking fun.
Now, to be fair, I didn't have any friends who, prior to you, played Destiny 2 with me, so everything I've played in Destiny 2 has been by myself up until tonight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But, so strikes are definitely more fun when you're with people that you actually know, but I do agree that the strikes in the first game were a lot better.
They got fucking lazy, to be honest with you, in this one. Like, oh, if you could see where I'm at, one of the ethereal spirals is right by me.
Okay,
that we had to pick up for one of them. They're just certain missions along in the story. They just made strikes out of them. Like it's literally just that mission, just as a strike. It's like, well, I already did that. Like, they're supposed to be different. Yeah, there's another one too.
How many of those spirals do we need to pick up?
I think 5 for the patrol.
I see a couple more over here, I think. Unless, no, I think those are just lights. My bad. They looked like red glowy things. In the distance.
Some ghosts that you can get. Some of they have like a perk that can sort of track one of those. Like you could get a ghost that has like ethereal tracking, and as you're running around, little like the white diamond things, like quest trackers, they'll pop up where they are. So they kind of mark them for you, which is nice.
Okay.
So that was always the thing too. Is like, well, I got to get a ghost for every one of these for when I got to grind for these stupid things. Like, I think that's another problem I had with the loot grind sometimes being kind of stale. Is that other than doing the really long quest lines, there's no like go do this and you'll have a chance to get this gun to drop. It's just completely random for everything.
Yep. So you just have to keep playing it. More or less, Destiny turns into you have to like Destiny to keep playing Destiny.
Yep. Which is fair.
Yeah, like, which is fine, but I know there's some people out there that just play every new loot shooter because they just want to keep grinding until they, like, finish something to 100% completion. And I don't think that there's ever really finishing Destiny to 100% completion for the most part.
No. Like, you can get to the max level, and then, like, maybe you have every gun. But that's just it, like, you might not have the best version of every gun, because you get the Masterwork version to drop, and it's like, good fucking God.
Man, these purple eye things are really hard to fight solo, so I'm happy I got you with me for these.
Oh, hell yeah. The servitors are cool. That was one of my favorite strikes in the first Destiny. It was like that, Devil something I remember it was called.
Oh, yeah.
For the final boss, you fought like one of those tanks, and then one of those.
That's good shit.
That big boy.
That big beefy boy.
Oh yeah. It just keeps spawning. Alright, I'm over the bow now.
I'm like getting used to it slowly, but you just have to be used to the fact that you pretty much have to hit whenever you aim.
Yeah. It's weird. You gotta like, when you aim at something, you just really gotta make sure you hit it.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit better with it. I'm not minding it as much, but it's definitely better than that dumbass fusion rifle that I had, so.
Yeah, those are good for like bosses sometimes. Like if it's one you can actually get up close, you can kind of just blast it down, but the bow is very satisfying in this game though.
It's really good bow.
Like it makes me feel like the first person version of what Horizon would be like, because that game was so satisfying too.
Yeah, it was. I still haven't
I think we
finished
talked
playing
about that game before.
Yeah, I have not finished
Yeah,
playing
that's-
it yet, but
That's probably my favorite. I think it's my favorite game of this generation.
yeah,
It's up there for me.
There's something about it, like, it's a little bit more involved than I wanted it to be. Like, it's weird, and I think we might have talked about this before, but I definitely prefer linear games over non-linear games these days.
I do too, which, yeah, an open world game has to be done right, where I
Yeah.
can kind of like segment it on my own.
Yeah.
Because I get super overwhelmed. I'm like, I gotta do it all right now. You just
Yep.
can't. So I know what you mean.
So that
Ooh,
game,
the,
like, was a little bit overwhelming, because
sorry.
it was just, it seemed like there was always shit to do somewhere, which, like, is a weird
Oh,
complaint,
yeah.
because it's like, I'd rather there be stuff to do than not, but...
Yeah, it's like, let me do some of this to limit, like, get it cut down. And
Yeah.
Heads up.
Yeah, that was like my first true platinum
Down to this sector.
trophy game.
Yeah, I think we
Right.
talked about this last week, but I think my first Platinum Trophy game was either Far Cry 4 or Rocket League.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I technically have one for the Game of Thrones
I do too,
Telltale
yeah.
game.
Yep, I have that as
Yep.
well.
I was really sad to hear that they had to shut down.
Yeah, that studio's had some problems, to say the least, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so what...
So I finished
okay.
a bounty that I had. I don't know which one it was. One of them popped up as done for me.
Okay, yeah, I did the Defeat Fallen and Thieves Landing. So now I'm very
Yep.
close. All I have to do is defeat 5 more enemies to get the Tangled Shore bounty. So
Yep.
let's just get a few more enemies here to get that one at least, and then we'll go from there.
Yep. And we could grab a patrol while we're here too.
Yeah.
And then lost sectors, okay. Oh, that's not too bad. The patrols, the chests are kind of annoying because you kind of just gotta find them. But we said you had to do 5 for the mission, so I think we actually have more than 5. So I
Yeah.
don't think we have to do every single. Oh, here's one of those spiral things.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
And these things are weird. Like you can both loot them, but if one of you loots it, like it only stays there for a few seconds.
That's
which is
weird. So it says there's
Yeah.
enemies here, but I see some off in the distance here.
There's a big old eyeball.
Oh, there we go, some enemies. Pop, 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 watch them motherfuckers drop.
Oh my god, this game has the most satisfying headshots.
Yeah. It's, I dare say it's like the most satisfying shooting I've played in a game.
I 100% agree. Yeah.
It's so bizarre because like
There we go.
it's far from like my I love this game, but I can't say it's like one of my favorite games of all time. Because I like
Right.
there's got to be a it's a weird relationship I have with it. Like I hate the structure of it in a way. Like we
Right.
talked about before, because I'm so confused every time I play it. But once we get in and we start shooting stuff and it feels good, I'm reminded of why I picked it up in the first place.
And it's a really easy game just to get lost
Yeah.
for like 5 hours. Like, holy
Oh,
shit. Like, I didn't actually do anything, but I had fun for 5 hours, so I'm down.
Yep.
They did do a better job of trying to get, like I said, the whole MMO gameplay loop down.
Yeah.
Where they were like, okay, you've got stuff you do every day, and then you've got stuff you do every week.
Yeah.
And they really did a good job of having enough shit every day, mixed with like the big things every week. So like every Tuesday, like Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday, you were doing the big stuff, and then you had the rest of the week to kind of work on like just the main missions or whatever and stuff like that.
All right, I'm gonna check my bounties again real quick.
Yeah, we need
All
to
right, I've got
find
another one.
a ball in a certain area.
Defeat Cabal and Sorik's Cut. So let me go to the map and figure out where
Yeah, I
that's
think
at.
it's up north.
Yep. So I can put a marker there if you'd like, and we can head up that way. Or
Well, we can actually fast travel. Can you
that's
fast
right.
travel
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
A little-
There we go. It's weird. I'm so used to
Perfect.
playing a game like Far Cry where you can put a marker on everything, and I forget Destiny's not really like that.
I know, right? Because I was thinking, I was like, can you do that? I don't remember.
I've been playing so many different shooters lately.
Right. As a shooter games, I've never really been. Like, for one, I fucking suck at competitive.
Oh yeah.
Like, honestly, Destiny 1, I got pretty okay at. Like, on my Xbox, I probably had like 5 minutes total of like some actually pretty cool, like clips of me actually like
Yeah.
fucking people up, getting like triple kills and stuff. And I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. But like, I was okay at Gears of War Online at first, and then I didn't get good at rolling around and using a shotgun, so then I sucked again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always been more of an RPG, single player experience for the most part type of guy. Then MLB.
Yeah, and MLB too. Yeah, I see. That's the thing is like, sports games are one of my favorites, but I fucking suck at them online. So.
Yeah, I used to like playing Madden online, but to be honest, people are bitches.
Oh yeah.
When you play online,
they're terrible.
Like, God forbid you fucking score first and they just quit. It's like,
oh, yeah.
Okay, dude, come on. Like, if I did that, you've seen my Battle Royale videos.
Yeah.
If I quit when I didn't score first, I'd have quit literally every game I've ever played.
Yeah.
It just keeps happening to me.
That's just how some people are.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to play the game, I want to win at the game. It's like,
yeah.
Okay, well, you can't always do that. Okay, at least there's Cabal everywhere. This one should go pretty quick, I think. I don't know if, because we're finishing both relatively close to each other, that
shit,
they might be, like, my kills are going for you too, eventually. Oh shit, there's a lot of people over here. So level 50 must still be the cap.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I think that does only go up during main expansions.
Okay.
What's this? If I pick this, let me know if this pops up for you. This patrol.
Gift's not an easy
Yeah, some spider thing.
So you can imagine
New
my
mission.
surprise that
Yeah.
the fallen seem
Because we have to do 3 of the. Oh, this one sucks actually. I'm gonna.
find out where they're hiding.
How do I abandon? I thought I could do that. Because most of them are like, oh, loot this item off of dead scions or something like that. I was hoping to be one of those, but it's
oh, hey, there's
run over
a,
here and stand here for 10 seconds.
There's a spiral. I just picked up one of those spirals.
Oh, nice.
Alright, what do I need to do? Stand where?
So it should be on the map now. Like a little diamond.
Okay.
It's gonna run us elsewhere, so we can hang out here until we get the...
Okay.
Most of those patrols, it's like, you're standing on this corner of the map, run to the other corner of the map. Oh, here's one of those spirals again. I think this might be the 5th one. Once we kill the 35. There it is.
Go. Nice.
Thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 3, I believe. So now if you wanted, we could follow that little diamond. Oh my God, I just remembered these exist.
Oh yeah. What's the button you push to
I
do
forgot! If you hit the touchpad and then hold square.
that? Oh, that's right. You
summon
just
the
summon your vehicle. Yep. Bad fucking ass.
And then L2 like bursts. Where the fuck? Where do we go? Damn it! Of course we have to jump up here first. Yeah, man, this game does just like, it's one of those ones where like I play it, like when I'm playing Destiny, I literally play it every single day, and it's the only thing I do.
Yep.
And it seems like I will, if I stop for even 2 days, it's done.
Yep.
Like I'm out of it. I'm out.
Yep.
Like I just have to keep going, or else. How do you get rid of a? There's got to be a way to abandon.
A mission? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you could because these ones suck. You spend so much time running around. Oh well.
Alright, so I did another bounty, so now I'm getting close on the defeat the enemies of humanity all over the system. I'm getting close on defeat Cabal and Sork's cuts. We should stay here and finish that out.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you didn't have it. Okay.
Yeah. And then loot treasure chests on the Tangled Shore. I have 4 of 5.
Oh, okay. So we only. Oh, is this a chest? No. These damn things I used to always think were chests.
Yeah, they kind of just blend in. You just like run into them randomly. They don't really mark them.
Yeah, I think those chests count if you like when you kill a yellow guy, they drop a chest. I think those count as well. Oh yeah, and if your yellow bar's filled for your super, you hit L1 and R1 together.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pop that here in a minute.
I like the
We get some
Dawn
more
Blade
enemies
one.
coming.
Oh, there's another. Oh, here's a chest. Perfect.
Nice. Yep, so that should be that bounty for me now. Yep, completed that bounty.
Nice. I must have missed one because I I don't have them all yet, but whatever.
And then I am at 118 of 150 on the Guardian's Duty bounty, and 27 of 35 on the Sork's Cut. So if we stick around and fight a few more enemies,
Okay.
I just leveled
I
up.
didn't
I'm at
realize I didn't finish
34
that
now.
either. Yep. Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Let's find some enemies to cut down.
Yep.
So, okay, so these
Yeah, that-
red spiral
go ahead.
things, what are they actually used for, besides that mission?
So these are like the data lettuce that you get from this planet. So you might have a
Okay.
piece of gear that needs like 25 ethereal spirals
Okay.
to be upgraded. And that's kind of just like a random part of it. Which they sort of had that in the first Destiny, like it was
Yeah.
the EDZ and then
Oh, yeah,
Venus and all the planets
Yep.
had their own thing. It's not nearly as obnoxious this time around. Like I remember it being a huge pain in the ass
Yeah.
to get it last time, but
Oh, fuck, I got
it's
killed.
still annoying. Oh shit. I got you, fam!
Nice. Good shit.
Oh, there we go. I got to pop. This Onyx Raider dude's running around with the bow too. It's just all three of us.
Yep.
I wonder if we have the same bow. I have... I think the game gave me one that I like. Subtle Calamity.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the name of mine is. I'll have to check after I'm done with this guy up here. What do I got here? The no turning back combat bow.
Oh, that's right. Okay. That might be the one I was thinking of. Oh yeah, mine's a, energy weapon.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
gold bow. Oh fuck, that just popped up right in front of me. God, R1 being melee fucks me up too.
Yep.
But then once I get used to it, like it almost feels right.
Yeah,
Like
it
in
does.
Destiny. Like my one friend switches it to the clicking the right stick, and I'm like, I just can't in Destiny. It's weird.
Yeah, Destiny, you get it's weird. I'll give Destiny a pass on stuff that I wouldn't give other games a pass for. It's kind of strange.
Right? Yeah. Like that would feel so asinine in other games. I feel like.
I also think like when you aim down your sights, it slows down time a little bit, which is cool.
Yeah. Which is interesting that like in an MMO like multiplayer setting it can kind
Yeah.
of do that, but it really does feel like it kind of like hones in real quick.
Yeah. All right, I got that other bounty, so now I'm very close on Guardian's bounty. Also, now
Okay.
we can return to the spider in his lair, but we might as well get this other bounty while we're here. Because I'm like,
Oh, that last.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I only need 7 more kills. So those ones, the Eververse ones, they reward you with bright dust.
Okay.
And that's that shit that you can, she can get you, like, sparrows or, like the ornaments for the exotic guns, like the
Yeah.
different skins and stuff. It's kind of like the cosmetic shop.
Oh, okay.
But some of them are really cool. We get, like, spaceships from her, too.
Yeah.
Some of the exotic spaceships. The one I have is from the Christmas,
Nice.
event. I think it's called like the Dawning or something like that. It's all like blues and golds and it's very cool. Oh fuck. Guardian's Duty.
Fucked some people up. Got that Guardian's
Hell yeah.
Duty bounty.
Yeah, yeah, get that duty.
That duty. Call of Duty. And then complete 3 patrols on the Tangled Shore, but we don't have to do that now that we have other shit.
Oh yeah, fuck that then. So they want you to go back to the spider now?
Yeah, so we can head back there. Let me
Yeah,
put my
so you
map
can fast
here.
travel.
Oh, cannot access while in activity.
Oh, it's fucking. There's got to be a way. If you press the touchpad to bring up like the ghost, is there any option anywhere for you to like abandon mission or something like
Yeah,
that?
abandon activity.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, there we
Yeah.
go.
Like I said, it let me pick it up, but it wouldn't let me leave.
Yeah. Alright, and now let's see. Alright, I'm fast traveling us back.
Okay. I was gonna say for a second it said we were going to orbit, and I was like, wait, what?
Still getting my sea legs back on Destiny. But...
Oh, I thought like the game fucked up. Well, you're fine.
Oh no, trust me, it's me fucking it up.
We'll just blame Bungie. Fucking
yeah,
Bungie.
we'll blame fucking Bungie.
Oh man. I was very excited for this stream all week. I was sitting at work today, just fucking bored as hell.
Yeah.
And just like, oh my god, I want to play Destiny.
It's normally, normally I find myself getting kind of bored too, but this week was different because I was doing that training all week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
So.
You still liking it?
Yeah, it's a lot to take in. I'm doing okay on site stats, but the reconciling stuff is rough when you haven't done it before.
Oh yeah, it's just fucking weird.
But it's just weird.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right.
There's some days where I'm like, some days I like when people have questions and stuff, like it keeps me busy, and there's other days where I'm just like, for the love of God, if my phone could just not go off once today, it'd be fucking amazing. And it was like that until like literally 2:35. Like I had 20 minutes left, and I had like 3 people. I'm like, where the fuck were you all day? Like, I'm about to leave. I'm done.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Oh man.
All right, I'm heading down to the guy now.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see where this takes us next.
I hope it's an actual mission.
Yeah.
This is like super early on, because this is kind of the NPC a lot of shit goes through.
Take friendship
And he's like, prove that you're worth my time still.
Yeah.
very
Okay,
seriously.
What do you say?
Now, don't look at
Return.
me like that.
Okay.
I would never ask you to do something.
Like reading your stream from
wasn't in your
10 seconds ago or
interest.
whatever, since the lag. That's weird. Like, why? Because Mixer is like instantaneous, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's
it
no
is.
lag time
The
at
only
all.
thing that I will say that I've noticed with Mixer is that it will
Spider
just
gave us a
stop
chance to
working
kill them.
altogether sometimes, and you have to
One
completely
chance.
refresh it. So
Yeah. It's like, well, that's not great.
yeah.
Even better.
It's just weird that, like, what, I have no
Ultimate
idea what, the,
Barons
like,
won't
technology of this
succeed.
shit, like, why Twitch has that lag time versus how
Yeah.
Mixer is, like, instantaneous, who knows, but...
It's so frustrating because it's like I keep thinking about Extra Life coming up in November and how last year I used Mixer because that was like the easiest thing where like I could have friends come on and like actually watch what I was doing and comment along with it. And I keep thinking about how since there's a 5-minute delay on Twitch, I pretty much have to play Xbox and use Mixer. I mean, I could use Mixer on PC, but like the default thing on OBS is Twitch. So I pretty much have to play Xbox games for the Extra Life.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I'm gonna run out of Xbox games to play eventually. I mean, with Game Pass, it's nice because I just have random shit I can play.
That's true, yeah.
But
Is that still, like, was it 10 a month or 15 a
yeah,
month?
they're actually combining it now. You can get Xbox Live Gold mixed with Game Pass for $15 a month.
That's not bad at all, actually.
Yeah. So yearly, I think it adds up to $180.
That's not bad. I mean, if you plan on buying 3 games a year,
yeah,
because most games end up on it at some point, right? Even if it's not at launch.
So all of Xbox's first-party stuff is on there. So like Crackdown 3, the day it came out, it was available if you're a Game Pass subscriber. And Crackdown 3 is really not a bad game. I actually enjoyed my time with that. From what I played,
It looked
so
interesting.
Far.
Like,
it's
the art
definitely
style
not.
was like...
It's definitely not a good game, but it's a good Crackdown game.
I remember when that came out, thinking it was just Gears of War with cops because they were just like super over the top, muscly.
Oh yeah. Well, in this new one, you literally play as Terry Crews.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
So like, it's already like committed to being goofy as hell and over the top. So...
Oh yeah. Like sometimes they just gotta lean into it, and it ends up being for the better when they do that.
Oh,
it's fine if you're goofy.
They leaned all the fuck in on this game, and I'm kind of into it. So I purposely held off on playing some games because I'm thinking about what I want to play for Extra Life, and one of them is Just Cause 4.
Okay.
I played a little bit of Just Cause 2, but I've never played any of those other games, and they're like open world.
That looked like a fun
sandboxy.
sandbox.
Yeah, sandboxy type
just
game.
Fuck around, blow shit up.
And like apparently there's like a weather aspect to this new one. Like you can like fucking like ride tornadoes and shit, and it's just like It just sounds like a great stream game. Like, yeah, like there's like the enemy in that like wants to control the world with weather or something.
Interesting.
So, all right. Well, I guess I should
That's
probably
kinda
figure out
like-
what our next move is here.
Wasn't it like talk to a chick or something?
Yeah, Forsaken Campaign, recommended power 360. Okay, I marked it. It's actually pretty nearby.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah,
That's kinda like-
yeah, Just Cause 3 was really popular for a while, but apparently it didn't run well. I always get it mixed up when I hear about games. They'll be like, oh, it doesn't run well on consoles, or it doesn't run well on PC. It's like usually one or the
Right.
other with Just Cause games. So I don't know what it was with Just Cause 4, but I know that it was not received very well at all.
Hmm.
But
That's weird because it seems like a couple in a row that were like, "Like, well, how do they keep pumping these bad boys out? They're not,
yeah, well,
they're not doing great."
the answer is because they're Microsoft. That's how they can keep doing
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Oh, we like had to talk to a person down here.
Oh, the chick is down here. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So yeah, you start the mission by talking to her down here. But
I
anyway,
see.
yeah, I'm excited for Extra Life this year. If you want to get in on that, let me know. All you'd have to do is hop on. Well, I'm trying to think of how we did it last year. I guess we could do Xbox parties this year. Last year, I literally just had an iPad open in my lap, and the only way you could hear people talking was like if you could hear the iPad speaker. So that's probably not the best
That's
way to go
amazing.
about it. So I'll probably,
Oh, wow.
yeah, if you download just the Xbox app, you can get into an Xbox party that way.
Oh shit. Okay.
So yeah,
That'll
if
work
you,
out. Yeah. I
so
can
yeah,
start
if
the
you want
computer
to
still.
hop on an Extra Life stream this year, obviously, mark your calendar down for
And I thought
November.
being
But
cooped up on X.
Yeah, I'll fucking clear. I'll
Yeah.
clear the whole month just to be safe.
Yep.
We actually just went to one of Tiff's friends got married last Saturday,
Yeah.
and he has streamed for Extra Life before, and he's
Yeah.
actually raised. I forget exactly what it was, but his son, I think, had like a heart problem when he was born or something. Like he was in the hospital for a while.
Yeah.
It was actually like really serious. So he always does Extra Life for like Akron Children's, where his son was at. And
Yeah.
they said during the ceremony that over like the last like 7, 8 years or something like that, he's raised like 10 grand for
That's
Akron Children's.
amazing.
Through Extra Life, yeah, it's pretty cool.
I was really shocked. I set my goal to $100, and I ended up raising like $300, I think, for Akron Children's.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so that was a good time
Yeah, it always feels good when like
for sure.
you see shitty people all over the internet a lot of times, and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
all right, there are still good people out here. Thank God.
Yep. Well, no,
But
like
the
after my
hope's not
experience
lost
on
yet.
Sunday, which by the way, if you weren't there to tune into my Giant Bomb Community Endurance run, the archive is up on my channel now. But it was kind of a weird
I thought you were
experience
about to
because
say
I
they
was,
did it.
yeah, I was, yep, I was told that my stream would get a little bit of airtime, meaning that I could have been exposed to a community that has like at least 100,000 followers. So it would have been
Yep.
kind of nice to get my channel name out there and get my stream out there.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I only streamed for an hour, but the only reason why I streamed for an hour is because like everybody else was like already locked in when their plans of doing like 10 or 12 hour or 5 hour streams.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't want to impede on them because it was my first year. I didn't want to step on anybody's toes. So I like even cleared it with the guy beforehand. I was like, is it cool if I only do an hour? He's like, yeah. He's like, you can do however long you want. He's like, generally we try to give everybody at least 30 minutes to an hour of time on the main channel. And not only did I not get on the main channel, I didn't even get on the side channel where like it's like the stream dump for like everybody else. Like they straight up had my channel marked as offline the entire time I streamed. So the only audience that I had was people who already knew about my Twitch channel, which was me, you, and Christa and Aaron, and that was it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that felt
It's
kind of
very
shitty.
frustrating.
Yeah, I raised $105 for Pencils of Promise, which is that
Which is
childhood
fantastic.
education charity. Which, like, yeah, I'm not going to bitch about it because, like, at least I raised
Right.
money and did a good thing. But man, it's like, don't tell me you're going to do something and then don't just do it.
Yeah. It really is just like the principle of the thing and like
Yeah.
the professionalism of the thing. Like,
Yeah.
you're a very big organization.
Yeah.
Like it's just a bummer, man. That really sucks.
Yeah, no, it's and I can't be mad at Giant Bomb because they're the ones that are they're not the ones that did it. It's the community really that moderates the whole thing and organizes
Right.
it. So I want to do it again next year, and I might try to do even a longer stream next year. But I don't know, man. Like Extra Life is like the only thing that like that's what got me started. Like I didn't even have a channel when I did Extra Life in November. I didn't start my channel until December.
Yeah.
So that's really what like got me onto it.
Oh, that'd be cool, man. Yeah, if we found like a fun game to, like if you really wanted to go for it and
Yeah.
wanted a couple hours filled up for something, like I'd be more than willing to
Oh
play
yeah.
around. That'd be fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was because a lot of my friends either don't have Xboxes anymore or they don't like keep up to date with the games that I'm playing because they don't have Game Pass. So last year
Yeah.
was just
Wow, I
me
died.
doing a lot of experimental stuff, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like I drafted up
Yeah.
like a list of like 10 games that I wanted to play, and I think I ended up playing like 20 different games. Like maybe only like a few minutes of some of them, but
Right.
it was still pretty cool.
Still
feeling.
counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopping into that many.
Yeah, it was a really fun experience. I remember the roughest part of that stream. I started it at noon on Saturday, and then finished at noon on the following Sunday. And then it was on
Yeah.
the day. It was always every year they always have it on the day of the time change too. So you always do actually 25 hours.
Oh god! Like really,
So,
they got to do that?
Yeah. So it was weird, like being up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, like watching the sun come back up. And Christa was
Right.
asleep on the couch, and I was like sitting in the recliner. And I remember there was a point where I was asleep with my fucking eyes open, and I was
You're
just,
just
yeah,
dead.
I was just dead, and I was staring at the screen. And I actually remember exactly what I was doing at the time. So, have you ever played Diablo?
Oh fuck yeah! I love
Okay,
Diablo.
so Diablo 3 is one
That's
of
in
my
my
favorite
top
games of all
5
time.
games too.
Diablo
Yep.
3 for
Oh
sure.
my god! This keeps
so
happening. Do you have what? Sorry, real quick. What system do you have it for?
I have it for PS4 and
Oh.
what else do I have it for? Yeah, no, we could get into some fucking Diablo if you want.
Fucking
sometime.
Diablo or Diablo Friday. We just found a
Yeah.
new one.
Yeah,
I love that fucking game. But go ahead.
I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, so there's a game
shit,
on
my bad.
Xbox. No, it's okay. There's a game on Xbox called Victor Vran, which is just imagine Van Helsing meets Diablo, is what it is basically.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
it was a free with gold Xbox game at one point. And I got it, like, because I usually, like, go into my accounts and claim all the free games every month, so, like, I'll get the PlayStation
just to
Plus
have it.
games, just to have them, even if I have no intention of ever playing them. It's like, hey, maybe I'll, like, play this during Extra Life or something. So that game, I didn't even know what the fuck it was, and then at 4 in the morning, for that stream, I was like, well, nobody's watching this stream right now besides me. I can play whatever the
I'm
fuck
gonna
I
fucking
want.
play.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
play Victor Vran. So that's what I did, and man, that game was like, it got me back in. It made me buy Diablo 3 again because it was so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Those like real good like. I'm not the biggest fan of like you've been playing those like side scroller beat 'em ups. Like I never really played
Yeah.
a bunch of those, but like the top down, like the Diablo style
Yes.
hack
Yeah.
and slash loot games. Like oh, I'm all about it. Ooh, the rifleman. This is one of the guys that killed Cade.
Yep.
I think he's the one that actually did kill him.
Alright, I'm using my supercharge.
Hell
Get
yeah.
out some of these guys real quick.
Ooh. Yep, I see you slamming up there. I popped mine in the other room.
Oh, I leveled up again.
Nice. I think there's purple.
I'm
Priming
supercharged
room?
again. Damn.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I just got one of those journal pages, I think,
Oh, okay.
that the chick at the place gave us. I think they are just random.
Okay. Oh boy.
I forget what these guys are called. The enemy type. They're a type of fallen, but I don't.
Yeah. I'm really
What's
bad
it
with
called?
like the lore of this game and the enemy names.
Yeah. Hive were my favorite. They're like the moon.
They
people.
were dope
Those
as
great.
hell. The enemy designs
Yeah.
are super cool. Bungie knows how to do one thing right, and it's enemy designs.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
wow,
done.
he fucked your whole world
Yeah, he
up.
did.
He like showed up. I'm a surprise, motherfucker. You're dead.
Surprise, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker.
All rise, motherfucker.
I died again, holding a vine.
Cost him to it.
That's the way to
Oh,
go
I think
down. Go down with all my glory.
Hell yeah.
Not in trouble.
Hell yeah. I meant to ask you this earlier when I made that very funny tweet about Master Chief,
Yes.
because we were playing a Bungie game. Did you ever watch on YouTube RB and the Chief?
Yes, I did.
Oh, thank God. I fucking knew. I just had a feeling. I was like, Josh fucking knows RB and
Yeah,
the Chief.
I didn't,
just know.
I didn't love it like most people did, but I like laughed at a lot
man.
of it. What about?
I had a good stretch where I watched a fuck ton of it.
What about
my
Red
God,
versus Blue?
I watched some of that. I ended up watching more like Rooster Teeth now
Yeah.
than like when Red versus Blue was getting big.
Okay.
It's been a really long time. Like I'd only ever seen like random episodes, I think.
I think all of Red versus Blue is available somewhere to stream, whether it's on YouTube or it might have
think
even.
you're right.
It was some weird. I don't know. Maybe it even was on. Have you ever heard of Verve? That streaming app called Verve.
Yeah.
That has like all the anime stuff, the horror stuff. I think like there
Yeah.
might have been like a Rooster Teeth part of that I watched Red versus Blue on, and man, like my humor's come a long way compared to like when I used to like
It's just
watching.
way less.
Yeah, because Red versus Blue is not very good now, but at the
Oh,
time it was good. So I imagine going back to RB and the Chief might be kind of the same scenario, at least for me.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, there's zero chance if I saw it now for the first time that I'd find it funny. But I was like, I'm trying to remember how old I was when I found those. My cousin had showed me them, and I just, for some reason, it was just the funniest fucking thing. And then like
Jesus
later
Christ.
on, they kind of got like a legit story about it. Like, they got like trapped in the game or something like that, and they were actually sort of well done and well put together. Plus just the dumb humor, but oh man.
I think there's just something special about. For me, it was like, as I mentioned before, I had dial-up internet for a long time, and then when we did get quote-unquote high-speed internet, it was 1 megabit per second, which was a lot compared to dial-up. But it was not enough to like watch videos at a very good quality or play games at a very good quality.
Yeah.
But I remember being able to finally look stuff up on YouTube, and I felt like I was a fucking god.
Yes, that was like a big deal. It was like, I can watch any video I want.
I can watch anything I want, but I'm gonna watch these same fucking Halo videos over and over again, or I'm gonna watch like a million. Yeah.
Like Mad TV clips over and over again was what I was like obsessed with at the time.
I used to like Mad
it's so
TV
funny.
more than
It's so
Saturday
true.
Night Live.
I agree. Fucking Key and Peele were so good on that.
Yes, they were. Coach Hines.
I know we talked about that at work, but fuck me, those Coach Hines was like my favorite Mad TV skit, I think.
But anyway, so I still have some dumb videos that I used to enjoy on YouTube that I still enjoy now, but I don't think that some of them hold up, like RB and the Chief and Red vs. Blue.
Yeah.
Then there was another series. Did you ever watch the Tourette's guy?
Oh my fuck. I can't believe you just brought up Tourette's guy.
I know, right?
I still quote that to this day. I gotta go! Some squirrels fucking my tomatoes!
Yes, I just bought your Crest toothpaste, the one with tartar control, and it made me feel like a piece of shit.
I remember for like 2 seconds I thought it was real.
Yeah.
There's no way that's real, right?
He's just,
fake?
yeah, it's fake. He was very convincing at what he did.
Because I thought at first I was like touring. I was like, this is hilarious. But I was like, oh, that poor guy. But I was like, that's probably fake though. But I was like, oh, but they lied to me. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, he.
Goddamn Tourette's guy.
Then there was a rumor going around school at one
died.
point that he died, and then that just wasn't true
I
at
remember
all.
that.
So.
I remember that. That's one of those videos where, that Tourette's guy, and then have you seen Mario Frustration?
No, I have not.
Oh my god, it's this guy playing Mario. It's like some god-awful impossible level on Mario.
Okay.
It's like a 20-minute video, but it's fucking worth it, because he just says the most fucked up shit. He just gets so mad at the game, and it's hysterical. And Tourette's guy in that video were like some of the hardest I've ever laughed at a YouTube video that first time I saw it.
Yeah, when I watch videos like that, it reminds me of like finding actually legitimately funny stuff. Because like before YouTube, all I had to go by was like what we had on like cable or like tapes I had laying around the house. Yeah. And so like being able to get on YouTube at my own home was like such a big deal because I was like, now I can watch like funny and stuff. And then what really got me going on YouTube was when I started watching like Giant Bomb. And then I don't know if I ever told you about the other channel that my friend Ben introduced me to called Run Button, which is another really good gaming channel.
Mm-mm.
but it's just two cousins, and they've been going for a while. Like they did, if you ever get bored and need something to watch, they did a run through of every single Sonic the Hedgehog game, or at least I think they've done like the good majority of them. But I mean, there's like literally hundreds of episodes. They've done like almost all the Silent Hill games. They just like for a while there they were just like picking stuff and doing complete run-throughs.
Yeah.
Now it's like they don't put out content as much anymore, and it's kind of a bummer. But
okay.
But anyway, but Giant Bomb was what really got me into wanting to do my own videos.
Nice. I forgot to tell you. I think like 2 days ago, I haven't listened to it yet, but I went through and like tried to find an episode to listen to.
Yeah.
It was one of the more recent ones where we talking about like playing the Switch or something. I just downloaded one of them just to try it out, but I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if there was any like. I know obviously there's no like continuity to it, but like, is there a certain one that you remember is good?
No, so like it's hard for me to remember. I've been a fan since like 2014. My friend Ben has been with them since the beginning, which was like 2008, I think.
Oh wow.
So he's been with them since the start, and he tried to talk me into watching them for years, and I didn't have the internet or the interest at the time for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And so when I finally did get into them, I'm all in, and it's my favorite thing on the internet. It's my favorite gaming website. I love every person on that staff. And so we were talking about internet videos. I gotta send you the one where Jeff, which is Jeff Gerstmann, which is the founder of Giant Bomb, he's really good at pretending that he doesn't know what's going on, and then he'll like start a bit, and then like nobody knows that it's a bit, and then other people get in on it eventually. So they do Unprofessional Fridays, which happens every Friday from like 6 to 8, which is a live stream for premium members. And one of them started out with him acting like really nervous. Now, granted, this is like a man who's been on the camera like every week for most of his life, and he's acting really nervous as if he like doesn't know what he's doing. And there's just something so funny about it. And then finally, one of the other guys, Vinny, is just like, hey, I've had some media training. Let me give you an example of how I think you should start the show off. And he gives him kind of like this really like overly enthusiastic like intro idea and stuff. And Jeff goes, oh, okay, I think I know what you're going for. And then he just flies off the handle and he goes, yeah, that's right, man. We're going to go crazy nuts, balls out esports. That's right. It's time for video games. It's time for bikini girls telling you what to do. And we're going to fuck shit up on the real. It was just
That's
him.
awesome.
And then there's just like guys in the background yelling like Headshot City. And it's just like, it's so random, but like they can go from like legitimately genuine critical discourse on games to like goofy shit.
Yeah.
So like
that's what I was wondering if they like review new stuff, or they just kind of just talk about games.
They don't actually. So the games journalism has changed so much. They talked about it a little bit recently. They don't really do proper reviews anymore because nobody really wants to read reviews. So they do video reviews and they do like podcast reviews, but mostly they use the Giant Bombcast, which is their podcast every Tuesday, as like their info dump. So really, so there's the Giant Bombcast, which is like the main thing that I would tell you to get into if you wanted to get into.
Yeah, I think that's the one I randomly.
And then the Giant, so that's them. So there's two branches of Giant Bomb. There's GBW, which is Giant Bomb West, which is their branch out in California, and that's the Giant Bombcast. Then there's Giant Bomb East, which is their New York location, and they have the Giant Beastcast on Fridays. There's also the Giant Bomb Aftermath, which is just Jeff, the founder, and then Ben Pack. That's their side podcast after the Giant Bombcast every Tuesday.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, they put out so much content, and if you're a fan, it's like it just doesn't get any better. I just fell to my death.
I would say you just. Oh, I was worried I was going to do the same thing. I got you.
But anyway, the best place to start is. As far as podcasts, the Giant Bombcast, just jump in and, just go from most recent to on. And then as far as videos go, I can send you a link when we're done here. But I really want you to go back and watch at least some. I know it's a daunting task to give you like 100 YouTube videos to watch, so I don't expect you to watch all of them. But
honestly, part of it when I went to find an episode, I was like, these are all 2.5 hours long. I was like, shit.
Yeah, no, they do that every week. Almost all their podcasts are anywhere from 2 to 4 hours long every week.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
So anyway, there's somebody on YouTube who gathered a bunch of Giant Bomb videos together called Giant Bomb World. And for me, that was like a really good way to catch up. And then also, they do best of Giant Bomb videos like once every couple months. And it literally is just like
best of videos are the best.
It's just the highlights of everything you missed. So last time I checked, I think they're up to like over 150 of those.
Fuck, hey, hell
So
yeah.
that would be the place to start on YouTube, at least, would be with Giant Bomb World and Best of Giant Bomb, because then you can kind of catch up, see what all the guys, and they have one woman on the staff, Abby, but what all the guys and gals are up to and what they're all about.
Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds awesome. Like,
I literally couldn't recommend something to a person more than I could recommend Giant Bomb. If you're into video games, you have to at least give them a try, because it's sincerely my favorite thing on this planet.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
It's like I've had some days where my mental illness has got me to the point where I don't feel like doing anything, but there's a small part of me that never wants to not stop listening to Giant Bomb. And I feel like I want to just like convey that to them somehow without being awkward, but it's like your podcasts have more or less saved my life over the years, because I like when I'm at my lowest point, if I just turn on Giant Bomb, that's like the one continuous thing I have to listen to.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's good shit. So
yeah, everyone needs that thing to just like latch onto.
Yeah.
That's like your escapism.
It used to be like I could like binge shows and movies and stuff, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm developing like an attention deficit as an adult or what, but I don't have the capacity to binge stuff anymore.
I say it's like exhausting after a while. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Yeah, I would say part like you saying the best of part made me think of you know Comedy Bang Bang?
Yes, I've heard of it. I've never watched or listened to any of that, but I've heard of it.
I tried watching the TV show. It's fucking weird.
Okay, that's what
I do not like it.
I heard that
Yeah.
somebody I know tried to watch it. It might have been Ben or somebody, and they said they straight up didn't like it.
Yeah, it's like because the podcast is way different. Like they just have different comedians and people. Oh fuck, there's so many bad guys.
Yeah.
They said different comedians on there that do characters, and they just kind of like talk, and it's sort of like an interview, but they just fuck around as characters, and they just talk for a while, and it's just super fun. It's just super funny, but they do, at the end of every year, they do their fan-voted countdown eps, and it's like 4 parts that are like 2.5 hours long, and I literally never listened to any of the actual podcasts.
Yeah.
But at the end of the year, I'm so excited for that, like 10 hours of the best, and I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. It's so damn funny. Like, Paul F. Tompkins is on it a lot. I love him.
Yeah,
he's very funny.
He's a really funny guy. The guy with the mustache.
Yeah, looks like freaking Mario. Yeah.
Yep.
He's probably on it more than anybody else, I'd say.
Oh, okay, that's
like,
cool.
probably like 20% of them he ends up on, but yeah, that's one I don't actually listen week to week, but sometimes I'll scroll through, and there might like because the episode title is just the names of the people that are on it, and if I see names that jump out to me, I'll give it a go. But yeah, I'll have to listen to that because I'm kind of to the point now where I don't have many. I'm caught up on all the podcasts I listen to.
Yeah.
So I either want more week-to-week ones to listen to, or like something else to kind of like podcasts. I'm still okay with binging just because I can just throw it on at work and leave it there. But
yeah,
because it was Mavim Bam for me, but now that I got caught up on that,
I was gonna say we can't talk about comedy podcasts and not mention the McElroy brothers.
Those boys, like I think I told you this, but Tiffany jokes all the time that she's lucky that Griffin already met Rachel because I probably would have proposed to him and not her.
Yeah, no, Griffin's fantastic.
That sweet boy.
I love that boy.
How would you rank them? Because I struggle sometimes, but I feel
the other brothers.
Yeah, like your 3 McElroys.
Oh, Griffin, Justin, Travis.
See, I think it's Griffin, Travis, Justin. I think, but Justin has his moments.
Yeah. I think what sold me more than anything on Justin was his ability to commit to a bit without laughing about it.
Oh man, yeah.
Like
he can hold it in for a long time.
He can hold it in for a long time. Like on the TV show when he did the bit where he was gonna like say the radio promo thing wrong over and over again.
Yeah.
So, oh man, so yeah, if anybody's watching this, if you
That's
if you don't know who the McElroy brothers are and you're wondering what we're talking about, just go to YouTube and type in My Brother, and Me, and just look up like the best of it. They have a TV show, 6 episodes. They have a podcast. There's hundreds of episodes of that. They have like a whole podcast network. They have the Adventure Zone, which is their D&D thing. It feels
It
weird to
fucking
be
made me
promoting
cry
other
at
people's
work,
all
no
the time,
lie.
but I literally, yeah, I couldn't promote something more highly than I could with Giant Bomb or the
Oh,
McElroys.
man.
It's like,
They're
Silent sadist
they're just
used to duck the
genuine
arms
people.
of
Like, I feel like you can
Yes.
tell too. Like they're just as awkward as the rest of us. They just happen to get super fucking famous out
Yeah.
of it.
demolition checks.
And
Yep.
oh, man, they just. I actually found them through.
Trickster,
So Tiff and I listened to this other D&D podcast called Drunks and Dragons, and it's. You may have heard the name from the McElroys mention it. Do you know does his name Thrifty Nerd mean anything to you?
I've never heard that before. I don't think I have at least.
Okay. Because he apparently, so basically Geekly Inc., the people that did Drunks and Dragons,
Yeah.
they met because they were fans of, was it just Griffin and Justin that were on Joystick or whatever it was called back in
Yeah,
the day?
so my friend Ben is very knowledgeable about that because he used to be a follower of Joystick way before Giant Bomb was even a thing, and I never even knew what Joystick
Okay.
was.
Yeah. So it's like, I started listening to a podcast network that started because they were fans of the McElroys, before I even knew who the McElroys were.
Okay.
And then they started talking about it, and then I just literally Googled one day, like, D&D podcast to listen to,
Yeah.
and so I had ran out of Drunks, and this other one, Critical Hit, that I listened to that's, like, super dry, like, hyper nerd, like,
Yep.
it's in the fucking weeds of D&D. Like, I love that, but it's very different than anything else. And I just like everyone, like, Adventure Zone, Adventure Zone, Adventure Zone, Adventure Zone. I'll give them a try, and I looked them up, and I was like, fuck, these guys are huge, I've never even heard of them. So it was
Yeah.
like a weird backwards thing, but ever since, it's just like, oh my god. Nothing
Yeah,
will ever beat Adventure Zone.
Yeah, the McElroy brothers are so fantastic. They're so funny. They're so genuine. Just three brothers from West Virginia.
Yep. I love them too because, like, especially Taz, when they play with their dad, because my dad has played D&D ever since, like, the fucking 70s when he was in high school, and, like,
Yeah.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, like, the OG shit came out. Like, he's been
Yeah.
playing fucking 40 years now, and I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
Yep.
And, like, me and my two brothers would play with my dad, so it's like, oh, three brothers and their dad playing D&D. It always just makes me think of, like, my dad and stuff, and I got my dad into listening to it, and it's just, they're just good people. Like,
They are. I'm
I
so
feel like
excited
they're
for you to get to see
becoming
them
my
live.
Giant Bomb.
Yeah, when they're coming to Cleveland next
Mhm.
month, you get to see them. That's so good. I'm so happy for
Yeah. Yeah, I actually we saw them in Columbus last year, and I ended up buying one of their posters that they had signed, and I've got it framed out in our
Is it the one
hallway.
with the plane, the airplane one?
Yep.
Bro,
Yep.
you were at the same show that I was at then.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I have that poster hanging. I'm looking at that poster framed above my recliner right now.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was the tour where they just did the three dates, and it has like the 3 dates up on the poster.
Yeah, it was like St. Louis, Detroit, and Columbus, I think.
Yeah, so it looks like it was like May 5th of last year.
Yep. I
Yeah,
thought it was Cinco de Mayo. That's fucking hilarious.
So here you go. You heard it here first, folks. Me and Alex were at a comedy podcast show together before we even knew each other. So how fucking cool is
Oh,
that?
so you hadn't even started working yet.
No, yeah,
where we
I
work
was,
yet, have
I
you?
was, yeah, no, I was at my psychiatrist's office job that I hated, and then I was like looking for a job around that time, but I didn't find our place until
Oh my god,
July.
that's so funny.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's
Were you up in the top or bottom?
top or bottom of
Like
what?
up in the balcony?
Oh no,
like
we
the
were,
balcony?
no, we were on the bottom. We were very close to the front. Like if you go back
Oh,
and look at
nice.
my Instagram, we were only like, I would say anywhere from 3 to 5 rows back.
Oh fuck, that's amazing. So
Like
I probably
Aaron-
saw the back
yeah.
of your head down there.
I guarantee you did. Yeah, my friend Aaron from Final Fridays and my
Okay.
friend Randy, who hasn't been on any of my videos, but he's going to be at my wedding party, one of my best friends. Me and Aaron
nice.
and Randy went last year, and that was my second time seeing them. The first time me and Ben drove from Ohio to West Virginia for one of the first candle nights
Candle
that
nights.
they did.
That's right.
And so,
That's so cool.
so yeah,
That's
the
insane that we were at the same one.
It's so bizarre. Yeah, it's like, what are the chances?
That's so good.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. So what's the next stop here?
I'll say, what did they...
So
Although we
gotta
totally
talk to-
missed the rundown of who the fucking guys are that we're about to hunt down. But
Oh yeah, well, Destiny
the
story.
Destiny
is,
stories never
is-
fucking mattered
yeah.
to me. Yeah. It's funny, there's like... My friend I used to play with,
You take down the bad.
he used to listen to this I think it was called like Ghost Stories or something like that.
Okay.
It was like a Destiny lore podcast. Because
Oh, okay.
if you want Destiny story, there's a fuck ton of it. Like there's so much of it. The universe is super deep. They just don't put it anywhere that you can easily figure out what it is. Like you have to like go out and look for it. Like I remember the first Destiny had those cards or whatever you had to collect.
On Amazon, they have a book you can buy that's just like 100% Destiny lore, and I kind of thought about getting that at some point, but I think it would just
that's what I would
me.
want. Yeah, like honestly, speaking of World of Warcraft from like an hour ago, that's the same thing. Like the story and the lore and everything. I mean, the game's been going on for 15 years. There's so much shit to that game.
Yeah.
But they actually made like World of Chronicles, 3-volume book set that we have all 3 of them for, and Tiff I think read the first 2, and she's like, "Holy shit, this goes back to like the creation of Azeroth and like the fucking gods that created the universe." It's like, good lord, Blizzard.
So they just added a bunch of adventures to our map. Are we done on this
planet?
Oh,
you got the side quest now. Possibly. Do you have a quest to do adventures? Is that a thing?
It says defeat the barons on the Tangled Shore. So that's where I'm at.
I think the adventures are the missions to do that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we might as well just start knocking some of these out then.
Yeah, they're nice little. They're basically like the side quests. I like adventures. Yeah, all the rider.
Anyway,
that's
back to what you were
like,
saying. Yeah, I know jack all about World of Warcraft. Besides that, I've tried the free trial twice and have bounced off of it harder than a fucking softball. So.
I like playing the game, but I am not good. Like Tiff and I don't raid or anything like that. Like I think I told you the one time, but I was accidentally got into like a super hardcore guild when I was 15 in high school.
Yes.
When I played the first time.
Yeah.
And they had like a fucking vent meeting that was apparently mandatory. That oh damn, 15-year-old me, I have baseball practice I have to go to. Sorry. And like this grown ass man like fucking yelled at me about it. I'm like, bro, you're a fucking loser. Stop it.
Yeah.
I am a kid. That kind of like I've had like a sour taste in my mouth about that game in that aspect.
So this is going to be really weird if you don't know who this band is. Have you ever heard of the band Cannibal Corpse?
No, but that's a fucking, that's a name right there.
Okay, have you ever seen the movie Ace Ventura: Pet Detective?
Yeah.
So do you? Okay, so this is okay, folks. I'm about to get real fucking weird with some shit. Like I say, we're gonna dive down some rabbit holes here. So bear with me.
All right, I'm ready for it.
This is gonna tie back to World of Warcraft in a minute.
I forgot that's where we started. Yeah.
We're gonna get back to it. So in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, there's a part. Now I've been told over the years that where the fuck are we going? I'm like downstairs in this goddamn. Well,
I was just turning around. I was like, wait, where'd Josh go? Because I don't know where to go. So honestly, just pick one of those orange things and just run to it. Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll just be like a little banner on the. Where the fuck am I going?
Okay. I'm gonna wait. Okay. There's like. Okay, do you see it? It's like down. It's like underground. The one that I've got marked.
I looked over on the. Oh, maybe it's down here. Is there like a flag or anything down here? Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot see them.
Okay, yeah, that sucks. It's like I'm like looking at it. It's like below. It's like on the ground over here.
Okay.
Maybe it's under
I think
here?
it's in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're on the right track now. Fuck. Oh God. Okay, thank God.
All
right, so anyway,
we go.
So here we go. Now to confuse you even more, we're gonna dive back in here. So there's two versions of Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. There's apparently a TV cut that's like kind of edited, but they don't just edit it for like bad content. They edit like whole parts of it out. So I don't know if you see this version on TV. So I don't know if it's the theatrical cut or the TV version. But Ace Ventura goes to a Cannibal Corpse concert in that movie. That's the metal band that he's like jumping around.
Okay, I think I remember that part.
Like doing the crazy shit at the concert with. And so, like, that was my introduction to Cannibal Corpse before I even knew who they were. So I saw Ace Ventura when I was like fucking 5 years old. So imagine 5-year-old Josh like running around saying like, "Do not go in there, woo!" And like making my butt cheeks talk like Ace Ventura. That was basically what I was doing. So anyway,
your comedy start.
So that was my first introduction probably to like death metal music.
Okay.
And so, years later, me and my buddy go to Mayhem Festival, the Rockstar Energy Drink Mayhem Festival, one of the last ones they ever have. And
Okay,
Cannibal
I'll get the
Corpse
fire
is there,
guns.
and Cannibal Corpse is there. And they're playing a show, and I'm like, this is the band from Ace Ventura. So the way this links to World of Warcraft was I noticed during their set that the lead singer had a World of Warcraft tattoo on his arm. And it was
fuck
the
yeah.
the
Alliance or the Horde?
Yeah, the Horde. It was the Horde tattoo.
The red thing? Hell
Yes. And so I looked into it, and apparently he's like way into World of Warcraft, and he's one of those people that like yells at people online about it.
All set.
yeah. Oh god.
So that's
There's a
my
lot of
Ace
famous people that
Ventura
are super
Cannibal
into it.
Corpse World of Warcraft story.
First time.
I was gonna say, I was like, alright, it's coming back.
There's
Yep.
prison of elders.
We're getting there.
There's a lot of like super famous people that love WoW. Like I think
You know the rest.
oh, why am I blanking on her fucking name? Oh, Mila Kunis is a
Oh, I didn't
huge
know
fan
she
of WoW.
likes it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, she's been on like Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel or some shit talking about it. Yeah, like Ronda Rousey's a huge Pokemon fan.
Oh, nice.
hmm
So where do you sit on wrestling? Did you used to watch wrestling?
So me with my older brother is 30. What is it, 33 now? Yeah, 33. And he grew up with like Macho Man, Randy Savage. Oh yeah, and Hulk Hogan and all of that. And like I remember watching it a little bit and think, oh, I just fucking fell off too. Oh boy. And I remember thinking it was pretty cool. And then when I was like 8 or 9, I found out it was fake. And that like threw me off. I was like, what? And I just couldn't get over the fact that it was fake. And I just like I respect like the theater of it now almost.
Yeah.
Like, did you fall off too?
Yeah, I did. Again.
We lost our pikes. We just have the sparrows now, but I think we could pick them up again. So I definitely don't follow it or know anything, and I definitely wouldn't call myself a fan. But I can like
These pipes have a
I can
very
respect it
distinct
at least to
exhaust
know that
signature.
like okay, it's not
Now it's
just
all over my scanner.
like a bunch of dumb. I mean, it is
Yeah.
kind of dumb, but
See, that's the
What
thing is,
isn't
I
dumb?
think I'm at a point in my life where I don't really want to call stuff dumb anymore because I know there's people who call what I like dumb, and I don't like it when people do that.
exactly, yeah.
So, wrestling is very, very stupid, but it's a kind of stupid. It's a kind of stupid that I can get behind. As opposed
It's a harmless
to like,
stupid.
hey, there's
Like-
worse shit you could do. Like, hey, you could be a fucking Nazi in 2019 because we know that's alive and well. So,
Right, yeah.
like, as long as you're not doing Nazi shit, if you just like wrestling, I think that's pretty harmless. Like, just let people like a thing.
That's my life motto. Hey, don't be a fucking Nazi.
Yeah, that's the
That's it.
Adjective Noun Gaming new motto is don't be a Nazi.
Yeah. Heard it here first.
Yep, you heard it here first.
But so
Yeah, no, it's.
Did you grow up liking it then?
I loved it. I got injured on multiple occasions trying to do wrestling moves to like stuffed animals because none of my friends at that time were
Oh, yeah.
wrestling. So I was known to jump off of the couch and elbow drop on the teddy bear. You know what I mean?
that's badass.
So
I think I definitely had that growing up. Like I said, because of my brother and him being 8 years older than me,
yeah.
like fake beating up Rick, you know, all that, and doing moves
Yeah.
on him, like that was fun.
What really put wrestling into perspective for me is when they started fucking actually dying. Like,
Oh fuck yeah.
like when who was the one? Owen Hart, like Bret Hart's brother. That
The
was
name
like-
sounds familiar, but
Bret, do you remember Bret the Hitman Hart?
We're on her.
yes, Hitman. I would say that.
Yeah,
that
his
sounds familiar.
brother Owen died like in a tragic like wrestling accident. And
Fuck.
and then like I know some other wrestlers have died too. Like some obviously not like in wrestling itself, like outside of it, but
Yeah,
like
jumped off the cage or anything.
even
Yeah.
once I found out it was fake, I still watched it for a while. But then like the old guys that I liked like started like either dying off or quitting or retiring, and I just lost interest. But I'll never forget the one and only time I went and saw wrestling live. It was when Quicken Loans Arena was still
Oh,
the
shit.
Gund Arena.
Oh yeah.
That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
And one of the matches was a hardcore match between Raven, who was the hardcore champion at the time, and I can't remember who he fought. It was some random person. But I remember thinking in my, like, I had to have been 10 years old or younger. I was like, life is not going to get any better than this. As I watch Raven take like a cake mixer and like thrust it into this guy's balls, and like just hit him. He like hits him in the balls with like a cake mixer. Like he has like this. His big gimmick was he had like a cart full of foreign objects that he would like hit guys with.
Just random shit, yeah.
And so it was like cake mixer, it was like garbage cans, garbage can lids, steel chairs, like just random shit. And to this day, I think I saw wrestling live in like either 2000 or 2001. So this was around the time where I thought that wrestling wasn't going to get any better, and I think I was maybe right. I think that the early 2000s were some of the best years for wrestling.
Was The Rock still doing it then?
Yes, very, very much so.
Okay.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kane, The Undertaker.
See, I remember it. Like, now I love The Rock. Now I love, like, Stone Cold Steve Austin. That dude's fucking just a man of all men.
Yep.
Yeah.
There she is.
Oh, fuck. We need to get Pike somehow. Actually, there's a, so this girl that one of my friends dated for a while, she was obsessed with The Rock.
Okay.
And I remember on her birthday, she shared on Facebook. She was like, "Oh, it's been however many years since this happened."
Yeah.
And she shared a YouTube video that had literally millions of views of The Rock singing her happy birthday, like in the middle of one of the like like what matches or whatever. Like he saw her sign, like sing happy birthday to me or something, and they're like, "What's her name?" And she's like, "Beth," like screaming at him, and The Rock literally sang her happy birthday. I was
these
like,
guys
that's
have
fucking
question
incredible.
marks. Are we underleveled for this?
Oh shit.
We might be.
You might be. I'm not sure. Does the...
Yeah, these guys have question marks for me.
Oh fuck. Well, that'll be interesting. If you die, let me know what it says, like suggested light or whatever, or power or whatever it's called now. Let's see what it says. Because mine, it's okay, but.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have. I think if I would have picked the other character.
Immune too.
Oh fuck! Well, that's dumb. Damn.
Yep.
Well, that's a bummer. We should do well, depending on how I know. If you want to do more after this, I'm totally down for it. But we could try doing a strike because I think that would that your level shouldn't matter for that.
Okay.
We should be okay for that.
We can make that the last thing we do for the night too.
Okay. That works. But yeah, my older brother still loves it.
Yeah.
He doesn't follow it, but he's been buying like DVD collections of like best of Hulk Hogan and like best of Macho Man Randy Savage, and now the fucking him just coked out of his mind. It will always be funny to me.
Yeah.
Ooh, the cream of the crop.
That's a good impersonation.
I'm not a super great impersonator. Like, there's a couple voices I feel like I can do decently well, but most of the time it's like I can find like a phrase of a person, and like that's about as far as I can get. Like, don't make me say everything; I'll lose it. But
the other night, I was like telling Christa, I was like, I almost had a Christopher Walken impression I could do at one point, but it gets worse and worse as time goes on.
Yeah. You just gotta like get the tone, like, and then that's it. And it's gone.
That's all you got. Yep.
Yeah. Just lick your lips a little bit in between every other fucking word.
You gotta take a walk, you know.
Yes. I could do Forrest Gump pretty good, which I guess
I love
that says something about me. Yeah. That's my boat.
That's my shrimping boat.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Ever since that day, wherever I went, I was running.
It's a really good Forrest Gump. Me and Jenny was like peas and carrots.
We was like peas and carrots.
Jesus Christ, that's what you said. Okay, I can't, I won't, and I can't.
But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dave.
So I started running.
I must drank like 15 Dr. Peppers.
Oh my God!
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I can't help you at all with these guys because I'm severely underleveled.
I know, this sucks. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. There's got to be a way to... I don't know how you check it without dying, to be honest with you. Because I don't think, because it doesn't say a level like when you aim at it. It's just the symbol of the expansion or whatever. All right, so we gotta.
I'm gonna check this
Even when you're on the
quest
pike, it
along
doesn't do
here.
anything?
Yeah, no, it doesn't do shit on the pike either.
Fuck. Okay. Oh well. Oh yeah, like one of them said, oh, can it? The recommended power ones. What's your power? Aren't you like 330 something?
Let me check real quick. 340?
Oh, okay, yeah. I think some of these might be like 50 or 60, and we might have just
Okay.
fucked up a little bit. But... Or me being in the party really did screw it up a lot. I don't know.
I have
I
no
thought
idea.
they were better about
The confusion with Destiny continues.
it. Right. He's at about a third now. This guy sucks. He leaves like a trail of fire everywhere. And your pikes
So
don't.
now there's an
regen.
invisible wall as I try to come over to you.
Oh fuck!
Okay,
I might have
now
ran ahead too far.
Now it's gone.
Down.
Oh, thank God, I died.
Thank God I died. Yep, now I'm dead.
Oh shit! Oh damn it!
So I wonder if there's a way if we can abandon this one.
I think we can. Like, if you even just jump to orbit or something, it should be fine.
Abandon activity.
Yeah.
It's not letting me, I guess.
Oh. They holding triangle won't do anything.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I got it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I abandoned that.
All right. Yeah. Fuck that.
All right, so let's see. Where's these strikes at? So destinations. There's one in Vanguard, it looks like. There's a Vanguard
Why am I still
strike.
here?
Recommended
nice. Yeah, we
power
could,
300. We could do that strike.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The playlist just like it puts you in a random one. There we go.
Okay.
Do one of those bad boys.
Yeah.
That's what I used to have a ton of fun with. Was just like if I didn't know what to do, I would just, or if I wanted to like play Destiny but not really pay attention, I
Yeah.
would just do strikes over and over again.
Yep.
Oh man, it's been a good time again.
It's been good shit. So yeah, thanks to everybody
Yeah.
who's tuned in with us tonight. Not sure what the plan is for next week. What are you feeling for next week?
Yeah.
I keep
I
trying
don't
to
know.
talk you into the Division 2. We can always do that for next Friday.
I know. If I, oh man, if I fucking, I was talking to Tiff about it because, like I said, my plan was play Far Cry, sell Far Cry towards whatever the next thing is.
Yeah.
Like, because right now, as far as games I have that I should really play, I've got MLB, obviously. I still have not started God of War. I've
crazy.
owned God of War since Black Friday. Because I was trying to finish the Bioshocks, and I'm still probably a third of the way through Bioshock 3,
Yeah.
or Infinite, and I never finished that. I'm like, alright, fuck it. Then I've bought Far Cry, so I'm like 5 hours into that.
Yeah.
But I'll probably end up. I'll have to look at some stuff, but
Yeah,
eventually I'm going to end up buying that game.
GameStop's got the physical copies for $50 right now too, by the way.
Okay. That's not too bad.
I mean, I'll
So I
be
might
honest
look at
with
my
you.
games again.
You've played the first Division, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine a better
Yep.
version of that. That's what the Division 2 is.
Man, I love the first one, honestly.
That's,
Like
if you love this one, if you love the first one, you will love this one. Like, there's no doubt in my mind.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I never did text my buddy. I'll have to ask him if he ended up buying it or not. I keep forgetting to ask him.
Yeah, I'm almost done downloading the Division 2 on PS4, so now I have it on PC and PS4.
Oh yeah.
And I'm excited that I want to play more with Ben because we have a lot of progress in our
On our way.
PC version, but man, it's just my setup is just not great for it for that game.
Is your computer just not like
Yeah,
powerful enough
my
for it,
graphics
or-
card is a 1060, which is like good for most games, but I think as we're getting further and further along, like I'm gonna either need a better like processor or graphics card or something.
Mm.
It's also like,
Yeah, like-
the only thing I'm thinking too is my computer ran PUBG like absolute shit. So like,
Oh man, fucking everything runs PUBG
so
like
the
dog
only thing,
shit.
okay, so here's the weird thing though, my Xbox runs PUBG perfectly. I don't have a single problem with the Xbox
Really?
version of that game.
See,
Someone care to explain
my
what's going
Xbox
on?
in general was real shit,
Yeah.
and it struggled with a lot of things, but PUBG especially, well, our internet wasn't super great at the time, so it might have been a little bit of a mix of both, but
Yeah.
that game was just real spazzy for me, and like, I liked the idea of it, especially way fucking more than Fortnite,
Yeah.
but it ran like dog shit, and I was so bad at it that I got frustrated with it pretty quick.
I leveled up to 36.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if in the next week,
Well,
I'm not pressuring you by any means, but I'm just telling you, if you've enjoyed the time that we've put into Destiny and Far Cry, I think the Division 2... Now, if The Last of Us 2 ends up coming out in 2019, which I really hope it does, that's going to be my game of the year, but I'm telling you, the Division 2 is right up there. At least with everything I've played so far. It's just like...
Oh, yeah.
It's them finally, like, getting the Division, like, almost 100% right. Like, everything about it I really, really like. And
now, I played Destiny, the Division 1 up until, like, the very first DLC came out.
Yeah.
The DLC or, like, even the free one. So I only played it for, like, a couple months, but I did like it. So I don't know if it got better or worse as it went on.
We put, I think, somewhere between 50 and 55 hours into the first Division game. And I think
that's probably pretty close to what I put.
I think I got like 75% of the trophies on the PlayStation 4 when we played that.
Okay.
And me and Ben would still be playing it on PS4 if he still had a PS4, but over the years he's just become more of a PC gamer, which is fine.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm looking for you to get into this, because none of my other friends want to play the Division. I don't like you and Ben are the only two people I know that have ever even played the first one.
Okay.
So that's why I'm looking for somebody, because I could damn well play the Division 2 by myself, which is what I'm going to do for like a while until you get it, but it's so much better when you have another person to run these things with, because some of those encounters are really hard. So
yeah,
it's also just fun. Like Destiny is a good like, conversation streaming game, and the Division 2 is also going to be that too. Yeah. So
I remember liking the like you kind of had like a strategy to each individual fight.
Yeah, that's so. This one, imagine the Division 1 with that. Like you have to plan, and the enemies are also a hell of a lot smarter. Like they flank you more often.
I like that.
They make you move more often. You can't like just stay in camp the whole time. They took everything about the first game. If you like the first game, you will love the Division 2. It's like I can't possibly put it any better. It's like the Division 2 is if the Division 1 had got everything right the first time.
Hell yeah.
Not saying the Division 1 was a bad game.
It's a third-person game too, right?
Yes, it's third-person.
Okay, which I like. It's cover-based.
Yep.
I fucking love that because I love Gears.
Okay, let me actually sell you on one sentence, and if I tell you this one sentence and you don't get really excited, then maybe you're not as excited as I thought you were.
Do they have Lancers?
No, they don't. So unfortunately, it's not Gears of War. But let me just tell you: Have you ever seen the movie National Treasure and thought I want to do that?
I mean, obviously, hell yeah.
Here's this one sentence I'm going to present to you to sell you on the Division 2. In the Division 2, you get to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Alright, and it's bought. I already bought it. Yep,
there you go. He had his finger hovering over that buy button, and now, yep.
That's fucking amazing.
Yep.
Because I forgot it's in DC this time around, right? First one was New York?
Yeah, first one was New York. This one's in DC. I think this one takes place a certain amount of years after the first game.
That's what I was wondering if they... Because essentially, to me, it felt like the story of Destiny 1... I'm going to say Destiny every single time. The Division 1 was what the fuck happened, essentially, to me. It was like figuring out who did it, why they did it, how they did it.
Yeah.
And the whole poisoning the money, I was like, ooh, that's fucking actually super smart.
Yep.
If you wanted to fuck up some shit like that, like that's actually a pretty good way to do it.
Yeah.
So is it like still trying to find? Because aren't you like trying to find the guy who did it or something? I don't really remember that much about it.
This new one, to be honest, we haven't really been paying super close attention to the story.
I love games where you can kind of just do that, though. Honestly.
Yeah, it's not a bad. It's definitely
like you're not
a good
there
game
for the
to
story.
talk over. Yeah, like honestly, I don't play Destiny for the story in the same way I don't play the Division for the story either. So.
Right. Yeah, Oh man.
But yeah, if you
You're
wanna
gonna get
into
me.
it,
Like I said, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
and like honestly,
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen.
I'm giving you this endorsement as somebody who's had a really bad time with the PC version of this game running well for me. So
right. If you can get through all that and still love
if
the
I
game.
can get through all that and still love it and consider it to be my game of the year so far.
Yeah, that's definitely saying something then.
Yeah. I can't wait to play that game on a functioning system.
With it actually working, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like it plays really well. Like I can tell when it's actually like playing, like when I can feel it playing well. But my system is chugging so bad on it, and it's like I don't know if it's because it's like an always online game like PUBG, or what's going on.
Yeah.
But man, it's like, and then me and Ben have both had this issue, and there's no fix for it yet. Where if you try to use an Xbox One controller on PC with this game, it disconnects constantly. So like I'll be in the middle of like running towards a firefight, my controller will disconnect, so it like keeps the input of me running. So then my character just runs. Yeah, so my character will just run right in the middle of a firefight.
I'm reading arc energy.
Oh my god.
The other night we were playing, or I should say a couple weeks ago we were playing, and I was firing at a guy, and it did the thing where it disconnects the controller, and I wasted 2 whole fucking rounds. So it's just like it's like,
Just light 'em up.
But in spite of all that, it's more Division, and it's good Division this time around too. So
Yeah. I remember being... There were certain things that kind of confused me about the first one, like...
Yeah.
Did you like craft guns or something? Was that a part of it?
So it's kind of like in Destiny, like you can scrap your parts from stuff you pick up to build better
Maybe
stuff.
that's what it was. Okay.
If you can
Which
understand
even that's,
Destiny,
you just gotta get used to the
Division. Okay, if Destiny is college level, the Division is high school level at best.
Right, yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's not hard to understand. So
I do love that every fucking game has adopted the green, blue, purple...
Yep.
like scaling for gun.
Yep.
Like the fact that they all just pick the same, like, alright, purple's good, right? We want purple? Alright,
Yep.
good. The fact that they all agreed on that being the thing is so helpful.
Yep.
Which I think, WoW might have been one of the first to do that, actually. That's the color, that's how WoW works. For the rarities, but... Blow that bitch up. Oh, it's immune shit. Oh, man. Is the squad-based stuff 4 people in that?
I think 4 is actually the
Like,
minimum.
at most.
I know. I think it's the minimum, maybe.
Oh, really?
Or like I don't know. I heard Giant Bomb talking about it the other day, and they were like 4 is like the minimum for something. Like 4 players is the minimum for something.
Maybe it's like
I don't remember
the...
exactly what they were saying.
I think they had like a strike type thing, I thought.
Okay, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can we take a minute and appreciate how pretty this game is too?
Oh man, that's one of the most underrated parts of this, I feel like. Like people bitch about, oh, there's not enough to do. It's like, yeah, but look at it though.
But look at it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like people
This has
don't
been
talk
2 in a
about
row.
the graphics and the shooting in this game nearly enough.
Oh man, it's just... I don't know who they need to like bring into the studio that like... Someone... Just get some fucking Blizzard people in there. Well, even that, WoW's kind of changed a lot and people aren't super thrilled, but I think it's just running into the fact that it's been fucking going on for 15 years. And they can only do it for so long.
They can only do so much with it, yeah.
Yeah, and like they've tried changing stuff, and people just don't like it.
Yeah.
But no, this is 2 very pretty games in a row we've played. We were admiring the scenery in Far Cry, and now we're doing the same thing here.
Now I will say, with the Division 2, it's pretty bleak. Like it's post-apocalyptic, so it's supposed to be. But that game, the first Division, I don't know if you remember, was even bleaker, where it was like always at night, or it was like always cloudy,
fucking snowy.
or snowy.
Yeah.
So the Division 2 even gives you like some daytime stuff to go off of. It's really nice.
Oh, that's good.
And it's like bright and sunny and like.
Oh, the sun's out. Yeah.
So have you ever seen the movie I Am Legend with Will Smith?
Oh, that movie fucked me up.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you know the daytime parts of that where you can see like the city and the buildings and they're covered in like moss and growth. That's kind of what the Division 2 is like, but it looks nice for what it is. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, a lot of orange and pink here, just like Far Cry New Dawn.
Right? Another game, Far Cry steal shit.
Yep.
There we go, that brick.
Ah, fuck. There we go.
Yeah, man, I think what has me torn on it is I think I would probably exclusively play it with you.
Yeah.
So like I know myself, I will have that game.
Yeah.
At some point. Like when I'm real bad about, and it's not even like a bad thing, like if I want it and I can do it, I'm gonna do it, but
Yeah.
I'm always like, oh, I don't know, and then eventually it's okay.
Yeah.
And not even in the like, oh, you talk like, fine, okay, like, that game did interest me for a while, but it was kind of like, I forget, at the time I thought I'd be playing Anthem right now, which I'd never even played it for a second. It sounds like I didn't miss anything out.
Yeah,
Or
no,
miss out
it
on
sounds
anything.
like
I
a
thought that
fucking
was going to be the
train wreck.
game I wanted to play.
Yeah.
I saw some article about, some website did a survey that, would that game come out February?
Yeah.
Hold on.
And already they think over half of the people that were playing at launch have not only quit playing, but probably will never come back.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
that's what they're saying
like,
right now. I'm
I've
like,
never
fuck,
seen
that's
such
bad.
a steep drop off immediately. Also,
Yeah.
here's another thing.
It looks so good, like,
So that's a weird thing, but here's an even weirder thing. So this is what listening to Giant Bomb does for me. So next week, the zombie game called Days Gone is coming out.
yeah.
And
I forgot about that, too.
I don't know how to feel about that because I've heard mixed things. But here's the weird thing that GameStop's doing that I've never heard of them doing before. Have you heard anything about this?
Nothing with that game in particular.
In particular, okay. For just this game, I don't know if they're going to expand this and make this their policy from now on, but for Days Gone, if you buy it from GameStop brand new on the day it comes out, you have 48 hours.
They give you $10 back?
No.
Oh,
You
okay.
have 48 hours, and if you return it to them and you're not satisfied in those 48 hours, they will give you all your money back.
What the fuck?
So, like, everybody, of course, is like, oh, does that mean Days Gone is going to be an ass game? Like, is it going to suck? Some people don't know,
I think
why are they just doing it for that game? Why aren't they, like, saying, like, hey, we're rolling this thing out for all of our future new releases?
That is very interesting.
Because when you open the app, one of the first, because you know you can scroll through like the headlines on the GameStop app. That's like number 2 or number 3 if you scroll through. It's like, hey, if you buy
Right
Days
there.
Gone and you hate it, you know, you can always give it right back
Don't
to us and
worry.
we'll give you all your money back. Don't worry, you have nothing to lose.
Hmm.
It literally says in all caps, no risk on the page.
We got you.
We got you, fam.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
very...
don't... Maybe they're assuming that most people can't get the full experience they want to get in 48 hours, so they're not going to be able to return it?
They want to decide on it, yeah. Well, I think it's a problem nowadays, too. Like, I think it goes beyond video games, but I always feel like a crotchety old man when I say this, but people just bitch now. Like,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Like, every game sucks. Nothing's good anymore. Everything's trash.
Yep.
And there's just no pleasing anybody. So, like, I understand, like, there's a problem anymore with, I think, game developers try to go too big, and they push themselves beyond a point where, like, it's actually perfect, or, like, 100% playable when the game comes out, and people are just
Yeah.
like, oh, fucking broken game, oh, the DLC's the rest of the game, they're just charging $100 now. It's like, I mean, they still, like, these games are still pretty fucking big and impressive and amazing. It's just... I don't know, so I think that happens a lot of times too, like, maybe Anthem could have been just like a little sketchy at first, and then just that snowball of like,
Yeah.
the internet says it's bad. I mean, I never played a second, it could very well be super bad, but it just seems like anymore every game that comes out is the worst game of all time. It's like,
Yeah.
that's absolutely not true.
No, there's a lot of hyperbole that goes around in the gaming world now where people say it's the
Yeah,
worst game
that's
of
the
all
word, yeah.
time, or, you know, I'm guilty of using hyperbole like that. I think the only recent example I have of that for myself is everybody giving Red Dead Redemption 2 10 out of 10s and me thinking that that game was not good at all.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell at this point if
That's
that
not
was
what
just
I
my
forgot about
experience of it.
playing either.
But it just like, it didn't control well, the story wasn't that interesting to me, and I love the first one. That's like, that first one is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And, but there's part of me that, like, I got so much shit from my friends and from the internet about not liking Red Dead Redemption 2 that I was like, at some point I was like, okay, I'm just going to not talk about it anymore then, I guess.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, like, my friends never even played it, but yet they were like on the side of Red Dead 2, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And at the
Well,
time,
we
like,
don't know.
yeah, like Fallout 76 had just come out, and I got that too. And admittedly, that game's got a lot of problems too, but I like that for what it is. Like, at least they weren't giving, not everybody was like raving about that game and giving it perfect 10 out of 10s like blindly.
Right. Like just because, oh, it's Rockstar's game.
Yeah, well, it's a
the first
Rockstar
one's
game. It
popular.
deserves a 10 out of 10 no matter what. Like, people will suck the dick of Rockstar forever.
Oh man, yeah.
Like, I feel like ever
I mean,
since
one-
Grand Theft Auto 5 became like the biggest online game ever, everybody's just gonna think that Rockstar's untouchable.
Right.
When the fact
Which
of
is
the
funny
matter
with
is that
GTA.
their games don't control or play particularly well, but I've always liked a lot of their games.
Right. Like
So
I
it's-
played all of GTA 5, but I
Yeah.
think I played 20 seconds of it online because like once I got through all the funny side quests, I was like,
Yeah.
all right, that's what I wanted out of this game was
Yep.
to laugh at it. I'm done now.
Yeah, no.
Trevor,
it's-
you're the man. Thank you.
Yeah, it's incredible to me how big of a community there still is for Grand Theft Auto Online and how it's still like on the charts every week.
Oh my god.
It's
Do you
it's
ever
just
watch?
insane.
Do you ever watch Lyric on Twitch?
No.
He's like probably the one like super big streamer that I can actually watch. He's got I don't even know how many. He's got over 1 million followers now, I think, on there, and like consistent like 30,000 people watching. But
Yeah.
he used to do like Arma,
Oh, okay.
like the life mods of games. And he was on the GTA like RP servers for a while, and
Okay.
it used to fucking crack me up. Like he was like the leader of a gang called the Lean Boys, and he was this guy named like Avon, and
Yeah.
these other people that were in the game that like were like in his crew and stuff, and it was just fucking hysterical. Well, like I don't know if it was like a month or two ago, like he went back after like years of being gone out of it, and it's just like that's the GTA I like. And it's not even me watching it. It's fucking or it's not even me playing it. It's other people playing it and me watching it. So it's like beyond the game at this point.
It's just, yeah, there's something about it, like, when I was playing Red Dead 2, like, I had just started at USACS, our job, in July,
Mhm.
and I took off that Friday that Red Dead was coming out, and I went on Thursday night, and I got it at midnight, and that's all I did for that weekend, was I put 25 hours into that game. So I feel
Yeah.
like I'm well within my right to say, like, hey, I put 25 hours into this game, maybe it's not great, and maybe I don't like it. I mean, I was immediate to say, like, hey, maybe it's just not for me. But even that wasn't good
Yeah.
enough. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
man, like you don't like this game, well,
Like
fuck
you kick their dog or something.
Yeah. Like, it's insane.
It's-
Like, it's the blind loyalty to a game studio. Like, fuck that. Like, everybody can make
Yeah.
a bad game. Like, not every game has to be perfect because of the studio's reputation.
Yeah. I
And that
1000%
game
agree.
just like you can tell, like, Rockstar, they've been going a certain direction with like their character movement. That I think bothered me more than anything. I just got knocked out of the
Yep.
field. But the character movement feels like you're trying to walk
guy's
with
gotta get
weights
us.
on your body.
Yeah.
In
You
Red
are very
Dead,
heavy
it's
and
like,
clunky,
it's
kind
like,
of.
It's like you just be walking through the town and you'd accidentally bump into somebody and you get a wanted level or like a bounty on your head.
Mhm.
It's like, I didn't intend for this at all, but it was just little instances like that over and over again of like accidentally
Yeah, they just
triggering
get
a
to you.
bounty, or like the fucking horse, man, like running the horse into stuff constantly because like the turning is so bad.
Yeah.
Like, that game can have the best story in the entire world, but if it plays like shit, I'm not
It
gonna
plays
stick
like
with
dog
it.
shit, yeah. Right. You saying played the game for 25 hours
Yeah.
and then felt like you got it good enough? That
Yeah.
was me with, not even 25 hours, but when Monster Hunter came out,
Yeah.
I'd never played a game like that before,
Yeah.
and I got it, and I was like, I don't understand how these games work, but like, I'll
Yeah.
give it a try. And then I started looking at reviews because I just wasn't figuring it out. I was like, what are we doing? Like, I've played for like 8 hours, I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Like, literally haven't done anything.
Yeah.
I looked up and everything, like, across the board was like, oh no, man. Once you hit hour 40, like, it really takes off. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking putting 40 hours.
So yeah, so I'm in
Like,
the same boat as you. I
Some
put a
games
lot
are done
more-
before you hit 40 hours.
So I actually came pretty damn close to beating Monster Hunter, believe it or not. And I was in the same boat
Really?
as you were, where I had never played any of the other games because they didn't seem like they were for me. But Monster Hunter World, believe it or not, is regarded as like the most accessible out of all of those.
Yeah, that's what was blowing my mind too. I was like, I just don't understand the crafting, like
Yeah.
the what all you have to do, and I was like, I'm fighting this monster for 30 minutes to kill.
Yep.
Like, is that what it's supposed to be? It's like, well, yeah, yep, it is.
The only example I
It's
could
like,
give that would be
sweet.
similar to Monster Hunter was, did you ever play The Witcher 3?
I played it for like literally 2 hours,
Yeah.
and we were talking about the open world, like,
Yep.
it's too much. It was too much for me.
Yeah. So
Same
The
thing as
Witcher-
Skyrim. I just got overwhelmed.
The Witcher is like Skyrim meets Monster Hunter, like, and the Monster Hunter part
Yep.
comes in where you realize that you can't just like run around and hack and slash and zone out and have a good time. You have to like mentally prepare for every fight.
Yeah, which is
Like-
funny because I played Witcher 2, which is
Okay.
not nearly. It's not open world.
Yeah.
And I fucking love that game. It is, but not nearly as massive as the Witcher 3. But so I was familiar with like the character and like the idea, but yeah, Witcher 3 they just fucking blew the doors off of all of it. And I was like, nope,
sure.
this is different.
For sure.
I'm stressed out.
Yep, for sure. All right, well, it's up to you. If you want to do one more thing, we can, or if you want to end it there, it's up to you.
Oh, I'm down.
Okay.
If you want to do one more, that's fine with me. We got
Yeah.
break. We could break.
We got-
We're about to break the Far Cry record because that was
Yeah,
like
we
2
are.
hours on the dot, right?
Yeah.
We're right there.
Let's see. What's Gambit? Is that an online thing?
So Gambit is it's actually kind of an interesting idea, but when I played it, people had kind of found out a way to cheese it. It's like PvP meets PvE. So
Okay.
you're in a squad together and you fight waves of monsters, and like the monsters drop these motes that you have to drop off in your own bank.
Mm-hmm.
And the more motes you get, you can like either drop other monsters in the other team, because you're both doing this at the same time, like separately. It's trying to gather motes. So you could gather motes to place stuff on the other team's game to like fuck with them, like either really tough monsters or like you yourself can like go through a portal and then it turns into actual PvP. So it's kind of like a mix of the two. It's actually really fun, but it's hard.
Yeah, I played a little bit of the first Destiny's online when they brought it to that, and I wasn't really fond of that, so I haven't done any of it in Destiny 2 yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll go back to the courtyard here and see what's what. Like I said,
Okay.
I recorded an episode of Sunset and Stardew before this stream with Ben. That took about like
That's right.
30-40 minutes, and now I've been talking for like 2 hours straight. So I've got
Right.
to record. We're recording a bunch tomorrow too, so I feel like
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta try to preserve my voice a little bit.
Oh, I don't blame you at all. What of your videos I for sure haven't watched yet? I know I didn't watch the XDOM. I haven't watched that mixed bag episode. I didn't watch that one. Mostly because the ones that were like part of a series.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, let me watch the Stardew ones, and I finally finished the second. Final Fridays. I was like, wait,
Okay.
there's so many Fridays.
Yeah, that
So I think I have, like,
that
2 more of
series has
those ones.
That series has been weird for us because it's a really bad
The game's
port.
just so bad.
Yeah, the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really bad port of a good game. So,
Yeah, 'cause I love Final Fantasy games, but
and then I don't know if I
yeah,
told
I'd
you
never
this,
played
but
5 either.
we recorded a new episode. I think it was last week, and Aaron's audio got fucked to where mine was overlapped on his. So it constantly sounded like I was interrupting him, and it was like the original file that was corrupted, so I couldn't do anything to change it.
Couldn't do anything.
So yeah,
That
so
sucks. So you
so
technically
we-
have what, a 5th one that fucked up?
yeah. So we technically have it, but it's not even watchable because of it just sounds like I'm talking over him at all times.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
But anyway, I think my mixed bag one, it was just like some of them are just like stream tests. Like when you go back to my first thing, it's like, oh, okay, well here was me figuring out what I can like record and stream at the same time, or what can I like record and
Right.
play at the same time. It was just a lot of weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then I had like that Whatever Wednesdays, and that one's not really worth watching because well, I don't know, like
Isn't it a bunch of bad games or something, you said?
yeah, it's that, and it's just like for some reason when I try to record and play certain games, the frame just like dips. The frame rate just dips on me.
Yeah.
So, it's weird.
Come see me again, Guardian.
Excuse me. But yeah, I legitimately I like your videos a lot. I find them very entertaining. They're nice they're kind of like my podcast at home because I exclusively listen to podcasts at work. Like I don't really sit around and listen to them much. But I like because Tiff goes to bed a lot earlier than me most of the time. So if I'm still up like playing MLB, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna watch Josh's videos.
Yeah.
Put one of these on while I'm playing and listen to it, and I like it. It's just like stuff like this, like what we're doing right now, just talking and bullshit about stuff.
Yeah, and that's like, so that's the thing is like that's why I think you'll really grow to like Giant Bomb because there's like really no in between. They're either having like a serious discourse about the games, like a serious discussion, like a meaningful discussion, or they're just like dicking around having a fun talking about whatever. So like, I mean, there's days where they'll talk about wrestling because one of the guys is really big into wrestling. They'll talk about they had like a whole like Formula One spin-off podcast for a while that's now its own separate thing. I mean,
Formula One.
I mean, it's bound to happen when you bring a group of like 10 people together. Everybody's got their own separate interests, and so
if they want to do their own thing, and then it just blows up. Yep.
Yeah, so it's just that's kind of where I got the inspiration for my channel. Like I said, is just like hanging out with my friends, and it's like I'm doing this shit every single weekend and like most weekdays anyway. So why not record it and let other people
turn the
see
camera
it
on,
too.
essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason not to. Like I feel comfortable and fine like putting it out there. So.
Hell.
So, but yeah, no, I'm glad you like the videos. I like your videos so far too, like for just having started and not having really that much experience before either. It just like it seems like you know what you're doing, which is a rare thing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Like I said, it helps a lot that it's kind of the same deal. Like I found an MLB YouTuber that I liked a lot, which his name's Kevin Gohd, Kevin Gohd, and we've talked about this a million times, but he doesn't fall into that, like, I feel like the douchey sports gamer is a very
yells
strong
at you,
stereotype.
That, like, yells at you while you're playing and stuff.
Oh my god, yeah, he's just like, all right guys, we're gonna open some packs, we're super hyped, let's go. It's like, just shut up, dude. Like, your fucking veins popping out of your forehead. Calm down. Like, he's just he's super Canadian.
Yeah.
And he's just like says the most off the wall shit, and he's very chill. Like on Twitter, he's not bitching about the game. He's just like, guys, can we just play the game, please? And it's just, I find that he just turns the camera on and plays, and just kind of just reacts to what happens. I watching him do that, and I was like, well, I can do that too. I think that'd be kind of fun. Yeah. But I'm having a good time with it. I'm getting a little better at the game too, which helps. So, like I said, I haven't really played competitive MLB much. I played a little bit towards the end of last year's game, just knowing that I wanted to do this for this year's, but by no means super good or anything. But we're getting there. We're getting there.
Well, I'm looking over the map, and I'm not really seeing too many options. All those adventure quests are like well above my level.
Oh damn.
So next time, if we do another Destiny 2 stream in the near future, like if you don't feel like getting the Division in the next week. We can do another Far Cry, or we can do another Destiny stream next Friday. Or if the folks watching have a preference, but yeah, we'll just,
Yeah. I'll see if you want to do another Twitter poll or something like that.
Yeah, we can do a Twitter poll and see what the people are feeling. If you want to see MLB the show, if you want to see Destiny 2, if you want to see another Far Cry, just let us know. We're open to anything.
I'm down for whatever, man.
But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Thanks for coming in and doing this with me tonight.
Oh, of course, man. It's a blast. I'm gonna hold it to you, or hold you to it when you said that. One of those game dev tycoon videos.
Oh, I'm absolutely gonna get
those are my personal favorites.
Yeah, Alex came up to me at work the other day and was like, "I'll know I made it when I make it onto one of your game dev videos."
Yeah.
And so we got to make it happen. We got to make it happen. So I'm waiting for John. John's the one that's been really helping us on the game dev videos, and his schedule is crazy.
Yeah, you can tell he's like, I've played a fuck ton of this game, and that's the only way to be good is to have done it before.
So we're waiting for him, but me and Ben talked about it, and like if we can't get him on board, then we're gonna just do an episode where it's me and Ben and Aaron, and I should be able to get you in on that one as well. And that
man, like I said, whatever, I'm down for it.
That might be as early as next weekend too, so I'll keep you in the loop.
Okay.
And let you know. But yeah, thanks again to everybody for tuning in to Forsaken Fridays. I know we keep starting a lot of new series on you and not finishing like current series that are running, but it's just that's what this channel is all about. Is just we're experimenting and still trying to find our footing. And
just fucking Fridays, man. That's what they are.
Fucking Fridays. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for being here tonight, Alex. And I'm gonna be
Okay.
recording I'm gonna be recording a bunch of stuff tomorrow, so look out for some new content coming your way next week. And we will see you guys next time.